Right. Right, Dave, speak a second. Just say hello, hello, hello. Two seconds. This isn't map. Dave, can you do me a favour? Dave, can you do me a favour? Can you hear David? Can you hear Dave speaking? Because on mine it's saying there's no volume, but I ain't entirely sure. I'll just ask Dave real quick, see if he can sort. Dave is almost silent. Is that on your? That's on my end. Hold up, let's have a look. Right, is that better? Speak, Dave.
Hello?
Is that better?
That good? Wait, hold up.
That should be better.
Wait, that should be better. Yeah, I think I'm right now.
Right, okay, it's because the desktop for some reason was muted. Nice,
Oh, okay.
perfect. So here we go. First live stream on YouTube. Let's see how YouTube does for live stream, shall we?
It's easier, isn't it?
Yep. Right. So what we're gonna do is just a chill playthrough, talk about the game, sort of give our little review as well, because we haven't actually done that yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do it. Dave, are you thinking we do it on standard or hardcore? I feel that standard on this game is way too easy.
It's too easy. I think hardcore the way to go. Go hardcore.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's go. Can everyone hear the game as well, by the way? I'm assuming you can hear the game as well, right?
Long ago,
Hold on, let's
a
check.
young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence.
Yeah, the game's good.
The bushes.
Cool.
Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free from mother's grasp and vanished into the trees.
Also, because it's a chill playthrough, we'll
Mother's
just sort
worried
of
cries
leave
filled
cutscenes
the
on
ran on, over vine
and just
and
discuss
under
them
branch,
while we're at it, because
and into
this...
the forest deep. Feeling
I feel like I've got a lot of thoughts to get out of this game.
The girl recalled
I've got a lot of
mother's
thoughts.
scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry.
I love this. I love how they basically
Then,
tell you
at
the
last,
entire game
he greeted her
at the
warmly
very beginning.
and bit his own wing.
Yeah, they
Come,
just go through the
child,
story.
quench your thirst,
Yeah,
he
obviously
said.
not the ending,
So
obviously.
she drank the thick,
Have you played
black
this
blood
before?
and
No,
silence.
never played it. Never
Passing
played
through
it.
the graveyard, menacing storm clouds loomed,
First time.
and the air turned bitingly cold.
Please spoil it for me. Dave, what part are you up to, by the way?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask that.
You must be done now.
You must be literally at the end. You gotta be.
Drifted mist into a beautiful dress. Come, child, warm yourself.
This is very
So
Harry
she
Potter.
clothed
It just reminds me of Harry Potter.
and smiled with joy.
It does look like the scene that you showed me.
Across
I don't know
waters
anything
deep and
about that
wide she
scene, but
went.
The Deathly Hallows
None of what
story.
she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared and offered one
Salvatore
of his
Moreau.
many fins. Come, child, eat your fill. So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing
It's so
on,
weird now. I've got this actual
she
book.
soon
I have
came
this
to the
actual book,
forest
and it
of
cost me a
Alpine.
bit more than I'd like to admit.
Then in Iron's
it's only
Right,
with
it's
the
cool.
Japanese collectors, isn't it?
a beautiful
It's not even a Japanese connect. It's a
creature said nothing
Japanese
as
only
he
thing. Yeah.
approached
Oh.
and snatched what she thought was another gift. The horse grew angry.
I think so. I
and
didn't know when to
summoned
stop
the other monsters.
because I don't know where the ending is at. So I stopped at the crisp part. You're very near the end.
girl's heart
You're
as
very
the
near the end.
lightning rose around the beast. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark yet regal.
It's Mother Miranda.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So
That is
more
one
in turn
big
is
babe. Look at the
given.
size of that baby's head,
In a
man.
blink, the girl was trapped.
there's a reason for
inside
that.
a mirror.
Yep. Check Ali's video.
There. She's asleep.
What is with the creepy story? She's only 6 months old.
Woman at the store said it was traditional. A local tale.
I love how Ethan's saying this as if like Rose is
Doesn't seem to mind.
like Rose.
She doesn't understand it. Thank God.
Yep, that's the thing.
Understand.
She don't understand it, so what does it matter?
Well,
To deal with
she,
that, remember?
There's nothing
yeah, she
wrong with my
understands
memory.
the story. So she fears it.
Even if Rose did understand it though, is it that
It's
deep?
Never mind. I'm sorry.
I guess it's just me because when I was
I'm not
like,
paranoid.
not a
I'm
fucking
just
baby, of course.
cautious.
When I was like 5, I was watching
Go cautiously take
Michael
her
Myers,
over.
Halloween, and all that.
Yeah. I know. I guess he's
We'll
just a
finish
very
dinner.
good father. Doesn't want any
I do love Ethan.
any
This,
creepy stories.
yeah, he's not a fan of the creepy stories.
Oh, how is it over a week since release?
Your mother doesn't want to remember it. I can't blame her.
Well, Mia doesn't want to talk about it.
Did you say something?
That's not Mia.
I'll put her down.
You can assume that Miranda knows the events that happened, though.
Yeah, but not in detail, which is why she just tries
Yeah,
to hide it.
true.
She
I love
doesn't
this
talk about
beginning
it.
part.
You can't talk about something you didn't experience.
Mom got
So-
you another new book?
I find it really weird how they don't actually explain, though, when the switch was made, because for all we know, it could have been days, weeks, months.
Yeah, I just assumed that the flashback you get when Ethan's phone starts ringing and stuff, that's Mia in that scene.
Rosie's diaper has started to outgrow them. There we go.
But yeah, we don't really know when the switch happened.
Right, what we'll do is we'll be very careful with spoilers then, considering Dave's here.
They're there. It's like I said
Yeah,
to
because
your
the,
mom.
the ending's
That book's
pretty
too scary
big
for you.
in terms of reveals.
Your mom and I love this song so much.
I don't know why they love this song so much either. It's quite a shit song.
Mm-hmm. Quite a shit song.
Oh, God.
It's not a very
Bless-
long one, is it?
Bless
Not a
Ethan.
very long song.
No. I know Mia isn't
Oh,
Mia, it's
okay,
okay. Alright, Dave. I
Okay,
I
'cause
realised.
I just realised I said
Yeah.
something, but
That's what I was
you
thinking.
probably assumed that we're going to talk about stuff anyway.
I didn't realise. I was like, hold on a minute. I've just said we're going to avoid spoilers, but Dave has literally just said the ending, which is kind
Yeah.
of awkward. Let me go and put Rose down because she fucking weighs Ethan down a lot. And Mouldy Ethan.
Oh,
Okay.
So you practically know the ending and stuff.
Go and put her down so we can walk faster.
There you go,
I was
sweetie.
afraid of progressing with the story
Don't
at this
you
point,
worry.
so I was walking around the whole house with the baby.
Yeah, so was I.
Can put her down and walk around faster.
Didn't want like a cutscene to trigger and all that.
hmm
Rose's clothes for tomorrow. Don't know why Ethan's got this laptop. This is a laptop that it looks like a fucking. That's just like 2004, 2003 in that laptop.
He needs
Look,
to wipe it down too. It's a bit dirty.
It don't even have a webcam. You know what I mean?
Everything's probably monitored by BSAA.
Yeah, true. Me and I had another fight. Accidentally mentioned what happened 3 years ago. She blew up on me. Finally sort down. I know life in Europe can bring Rose up properly, but I feel like part of me is still trapped back in that hellhole in Louisiana. I know Mia doesn't like to talk about it, but we can't really forget what happened and pretend. Can't we forget everything and pretend it didn't happen? Shouldn't we face what happened so we can live our lives with Rose without it hanging over our heads? We owe her that much. Mia knows this too. She wouldn't have exploded at that house, but she didn't care. And here we go. Rosemary Winters. One thing we didn't cover in the video, Dave, is this part doesn't actually say that this is when she was born. Like, unless that's just me pointing out the obvious. Like, obviously, she wasn't born 14 pounds, yeah.
So
This is,
Yeah,
I think
true.
this is up from her last test, which is obviously relatively close, obviously, because
Rose is fine.
well, we're still hinting at that she's a big baby.
yeah. Baby. Confused.
Unless
face.
Capcom really do go like 18 years into the future, but
From what I know, from where I'm at in the game, I'm actually really happy with how this connects to 7 at the beginning of the series. Was a little worried it might be disappointing. Honestly, this game is amazing. It is amazing. It's better than what I expected. Gun survivalist, heavy firearms.
They're really out to get you.
Shut up, Ethan. There you go, little lore there. Joseph Kendo, Robert Kendo's brother, good old Robert Kendo from RE2. I don't believe
Yeah.
Joseph's even mentioned ever in games. I think it is literally like, I think it's comic book stuff and just basically stuff that is like outside the games where Joseph Kendo's mentioned. I'm pretty sure. I from what I remember anyway. But yeah, that's good old Joseph, and we have another reference over here. This game, nothing but disappointing. Lauren, stop your trolling. Stop your trolling right now. It's time for... It's top 3 for me, I think, from what I've played. Mate, it is top... I've not actually ranked it yet, but it is definitely in like my top 5, I think. It is one of the best Resident Evil games out there.
Wow,
It's one of the best in terms of story.
I should get rid of it someday.
Why is my dog barking? I don't know why Ethan took this as well. Like, you got... Ethan randomly decided to just pick up one of the
Yeah.
bobbleheads from 7 and just carry it home.
He went through hell and picked up a bobblehead.
I found that funny for some reason. It just amuses me
Yeah.
knowing that you've done that.
Deep clean before Rose starts walking around.
Yes, you do, mate. A historical look into architecture of Eastern European castles and keeps by George Trevor. Look, it's a George Trevor reference, everyone. The guy who built the castle. The guy who built the
love those
mansion.
references.
In RE1.
Absolutely love that.
I remember I walked up here the first playthrough because I was playing it with David, and I was like, blah blah blah, and I saw George Trevor. I was like, George Trevor! Oh my god, they mentioned
Yeah.
George Trevor, and I was like, oh my god, maybe he built something to do with the castles or whatever, because it says European castles.
hmm
Curtain closes on the Dolby gas incident. Toxic gas leak. Deaths were caused by natural gas. Jack Baker 57. We get an age for Jack, which is pretty cool. It's nothing that anyone ever cared about, but I just find it cool. Ethan Winters and his wife.
But they're covering up the BSAA.
Yep. See, the thing is, this is what I don't
covering
get,
up
right?
That incident.
There is something in the DLC for this, right? Which I'm not sure if anyone has the DLC, but it's locked behind a paywall. When you buy the
No one's forgotten about this already.
when you buy the trauma pack, you get a report in the main menu, and it tells you about like the Baker incident in detail, and it goes way more into detail about how the BSA covered it up. And I don't think that should be DLC. I feel like everyone should be able to read that
Yeah.
personally.
That was really... I don't know. I think that's stupid to put something like that
Behind a paywall, yeah.
behind a paywall. If it was a physical copy of like a report that comes with a collector's edition or something, then fair enough. But it's just a little file you can read, and I don't know. I just don't think it should be behind a paywall. Bit weird.
Yeah.
Really interesting read as well.
Is she okay?
Sleeping like a baby.
Don't know why Ethan didn't
Heisenberg.
go with Heisenberg when he had the
Good.
chance.
Heisenberg's the real
Hands
hero.
off, mister.
Probably just fed up
It's
of
Churba de Lagum. It's a local
not
recipe.
taking a risk of being
Wow, you've gone
of trusting someone, basically.
Local wine, too.
Because
But if you're
ultimately,
gonna
when
keep
Heisenberg was
sulking
done
all
with Miranda, he was probably
evening,
going to kill Ethan
maybe you
anyway.
shouldn't have any.
Mm.
You really have to stop worrying.
Also, is the wine
It's
a
just
reference?
finding
Mia
you
goes
in
that way to mention
Louisiana.
it's local,
Pregnancy.
and the dungeon in the
Christmas
castle has a
here.
heavy focus on it.
No
Yeah,
good
probably.
thing, it all happened so
Probably.
fast, you know?
Well,
Same
at
row.
least
It's the
we're all
same
together.
wine. Regina Rose.
Yeah, Regina Rose.
Me, Rose. Now, everything's gonna
Seriously, think we can just forget about what happened in Louisiana?
be. It happened so long ago. I don't understand.
Enter
why you are
Chris.
So
Bang. Ethan at this point just must be
Mia,
so
Get
confused.
down!
Why the fuck has a bullet hit my wife?
Mia!
I just had my suspicions that this wasn't Mia from the start, because I don't think they would show a character like this being gunned down, you know, and killed. So I was just like,
I mean, my first initial thought was that it was... I mean, no, we said in our breakdown, didn't we? Mia isn't Mia. We said that.
What the hell?
Sorry, Ethan.
No!
it's how many times he shoots
Why?
her too. Like,
Exactly.
brutal.
Poor aim. Poor aim? My guy shot her in the head 5 times
Chris
back to back.
Redfield talking about poor aim.
Go on, move!
I'm sorry, Ethan, I truly am, but Christ, gotta do
All
what
clear.
he gotta ever do.
What the hell you doing with my daughter?
Package secure.
I don't understand why Chris didn't tell him.
away.
That's the only part about this game where I don't understand.
No.
Yeah, there's a few minor things, but that right there, I don't know why. It's brought up later on too by one of his
Yeah,
teammates.
she's like, you should have told him.
Yeah,
But why didn't you want to tell him?
I don't know.
Get him out of here.
Like, you can't... Because I was thinking maybe it's because he knew Ethan would try and get involved, but Chris knows that
At
Ethan
the
will try and
point-
get involved anyway.
And not in that, at the point where Ethan's involved, he's deep into the village.
Yeah, the Maru
I
part,
should
yeah.
have just told him, you know. But I don't know.
That does baffle me. I've
Yeah.
not put too much time trying to think about it, to be honest. So maybe there is like a logical thing. If anyone in the comments has an idea as to why Chris was hell bent on not telling Ethan, then definitely let us know. See, Dave, this scene here, right? You said this is Mia, but the mirror's still covered up, which is something that I noticed. I don't know if that's just. It could be Capcom just literally like going over their heads, but the mirror's still covered up.
But she seems
That's what I mean. She seems like
In
Mia,
this
so I
scene,
think it is something that Capcom was just overlooked.
she's worried about Ethan in this
I
scene
know.
as well.
Yeah.
We hardly talk about anything else. I keep telling you, it's not Rose that I'm worried about.
Chris
What are
off
you
to
worried
spoons
about?
with Rose and the Hound Wolf Squad.
She's gonna be fine. I just know.
Chris does look like kind of a spoons lad, doesn't he?
We matter, Ethan. You matter. You just
Mia, what are you talking about? Is there something you're not telling me? Come on, talk to me.
I do feel bad for Ethan, like I said to you, Maul,
I have
because
to take this.
everyone lies to him. No one tells this poor man the truth about anything. He's always being lied to.
He's
So
he's the
tragic.
most tragic. He's easily the most tragic character of the entire series.
Yeah.
Like it's not even up for comparison compared to any character. He has been through. It's not even what he's been through. It's the mental side of it, like mentally as well. You know what I mean? Like all our characters have been through shit, but they're all still alive. Ethan, my guy's he's had it rough.
He has, he really has.
Bless him.
People can't even tell him the truth.
What's your status? The package safe.
What are you talking about? Where's Chris Redfield? And Rose?
Who is this? This is a secure channel.
Do you know what that sounds like, Dave? Sounds like the sweepers in what's it called? The cleaners in
Survivor.
Survivor, yeah.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
He just wants everyone to
Cleaners.
shut the fuck up. Heisenberg is most. Oh, I love Heisenberg. He was a great character. I knew he was going to be
Yeah,
a
he
character from
was.
the start.
I like the boss fight as well, but I kind of wish there was more to him. There's more to Heisenberg. That's just me.
Eliminate
though.
target, recover body. This is another thing as well. I think this is a typo throughout the entire game. For some reason, it says move the two Winterses. That's definitely a typo.
But why did they say that?
I don't know. That isn't how you spell Winters. It'll be
No,
the,
it should be move the two Winters.
yeah. It'd be move the two Winters, and the end would be an apostrophe at the end. No,
Yeah.
Winterses doesn't make.
That's like.
I think it's just
Has-
a typo. I think it's just a
Has,
typo.
has Salvatore Moreau been is he a part of the BSL
Yeah.
British squad? Because like that's how he writes.
Yeah, I think it is just a translation issue, because in the actual report they don't write that.
Yeah, it does spell Winterses later on as well, though.
Yeah.
Many times.
In the report on the main menu though, it spells it the way like it should be spelled. That's why I'm confused. I think it is literally just
What you mean?
the Baker report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Chris got it wrong and that was actually me? Imagine that. I see it. Imagine that he's like sorry when he thinks he's done it, and then he just realizes that is me. Or he's just killed.
He would be absolutely fucked if that was the case. Apparently version.
The Miranda version of her just like fucking steps in the room. She's like, what did
Yeah.
I miss?
This part here is very similar to the start of RE7 as well. You come across crows, don't you? And you actually come across crows at the start of Resident Evil 7 as you're walking
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
the Baker residence.
Ethan just bumps his head into these.
Yeah, this part made
fucking
me
nuts.
jump. First time playing.
The only reason it didn't make me jump is because you jumped first. I heard your reaction, so I knew something was coming up.
Yeah.
So I got
yeah,
lucky with it.
There's a few times in this game where you was ahead of me and I heard that.
See the lichen there.
Hello,
All
Gaudi.
right, ladies. Hello, Gaudi.
you
Hello,
doing, mate?
hello.
Thank you for joining.
How is everything, mate? Cheers for joining. That and they swap the time of days in this. You start at night and it becomes days. Compared, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Like, yeah, it's complete reversed.
It gets light bloody fast, though, I must say. I mean, in about 5 minutes' time, it's Right as hell.
It's
sorry.
daytime, yeah. It's literally daytime in the space of like not even 5 minutes, less than that. I don't know why as well, but you can do this. You can do it in 7 as well. You can just turn off a tap for whatever reason. Like, I wonder why they programmed that in. It's so strange.
Very similar pacing to start with.
Ethan just really cares about the planet. He doesn't like wasting water.
Make sure the taps are off.
This is very scary. I'm covering my eyes. Honestly, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. Resident
Ethan
Evil games are
saving
always so
water bills.
scary. Yeah, saving water bills, yeah. What's going to be behind the door? It's just Scabbers. Oh my god, this game basically is Harry Potter, you know that? It is basically, you have Scabbers there, you have the werewolves, no spoilers, but Harry Potter fans know what I'm talking about. You have the intro, which is the Deathly Hallows story rip-off. They just stole the plotline of Harry Potter. You know, Ethan is the chosen one. They just stole it. I can't believe... Fucking Capcom. They've just ripped off Harry Potter. I'm all
That's what
good. Don't
Capcom
tell me you're
look
letting
for,
Morgan
Fizz.
play after the abysmal Madhouse run. Oh, mate, don't worry. I've been playing this game all week. There's no no funny business here.
Can't forget that Madhouse run.
I'm currently going through a hardcore run on with handgun only at the minute, and it is very easy.
Where the hell am I?
Look at that, man. He's so good
I
looking.
love this shot, the overview of the village.
I really wish you could do more with photo mode. It's my only issue. Only thing I wish they worked more on.
Move the camera around freely. I would love that.
Even if you just black out Ethan's face like they do in the figure models thing. You know what I mean? Open the door.
Maybe they're out.
Or they're
Maybe
dead.
get out.
Or they're dead, Ethan. Like, you know, there's fucking blood everywhere and...
Yeah, it's not like he's been through anything like this before.
Nah.
There's little things like that you can miss. Like that body being dragged away there.
Look at this as well. Look,
There's a lot of moments in that game.
Dole v Beer. Reused assets? Or is it something more?
Used assets.
I
Where's
think
Dolby
it's a
doing
mix
here?
of. I think it's a mix of both.
How long did you take on the final boss first playthrough, Dave?
Do you even want to speak about that, Dave?
I don't want to speak about that. It took me 26
What
hours.
happened?
And that's not even a joke. It literally took David 26 hours. Obviously, he didn't play it non-stop, but
Morgan
overall, he was on
completed
that.
the game a day ahead of me.
Because we were doing
Because
Village of
I was
Shadows
stuck
run.
on that Village of Shadows run first time, and the regret on that boss. I was like, why did I just play on hardcore? Like, but I finally did it, and I did it with like 2 health drinks. But I've mastered that boss fight. Miranda can fuck off. I mean, I'm never playing on a mode like that first time ever again.
Yeah.
That was
Whereas we
ridiculous.
done it, and I enjoyed my play. I only struggled during the Maru boss fight and Miranda. The rest of the game was relatively easy. Like, no joke, I didn't struggle on anything. Those 2 boss fights, though, holy shit. Miranda, she moves so fast
Did they-
on
Yeah,
Village
on-
of Shadows.
That is it's ridiculous.
What kind of lunatic plays their first playthrough on
Well,
Village of Shadows mode, though?
I was saying that, Goldie, and I mentioned it, and I was like, "Mo, do you really want to do that? Shall we?" And he kind of convinced me. It was like, "All right, let's go ahead." But I got to a point where I was so far in,
Friendly.
there's no point going back. So
Well, the thing is, I looked in the RB Challenger Discord the day before,
Accident down the road.
right? It was something that Jack said. He said that
What's going on?
his mate's got the game, and he said that hardcore mode is relatively easy. And then I saw another post about that on a completely unrelated thing. So I was thinking, if hardcore mode is really that sort of easy, I don't want to play it. And hardcore mode, I'm not gonna lie, is very easy. Once you get past the time-based thing, which is right after this, it is very easy. The game's so generous with ammo and stuff. I feel like Village of Shadows was the perfect challenge for me going forward. Apart from those 2 boss fights, though. Like,
Take it!
but I would rather play on hardcore and actually enjoy the game. I was so close to quitting. I was so close to actually quitting and having to start the entire game
So
again when I was at the
close.
end. Yeah. So next time I won't be doing that. even if it is
Are you listening? Hey!
more challenging. Like this is hardcore mode right now, and I've been playing hardcore, and it's not that bad at the moment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dave, shut up, mate. What the fuck was that?
Like
Don't
and
forget
subscribe.
to. Wait, do you know what? I'm taking that. I'm taking that. That's gonna be
Yeah,
that's gonna be the
That
catchphrase.
is something that Heisenberg would say. What do you think of the awful Mercenaries mode? I was speaking about this recently with Morgaldi, and I'm not a big fan of it. I've only played it once so far. I don't think it has much replay value.
It
in
does.
my
I'm not
opinion.
gonna lie. It is fun, right? But it's not something that you go back to like Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries and raid mode and all that. But honestly, Galdi, I thought you would have liked it more than you do like it, because it has a lot of raid. It's more similar to raid mode than it is Mercenaries. Like with the HP above the enemies' heads, you have like when you go in certain sections, that's when it spawns enemies. Like there's a lot of features taken from raid mode. It's like more raid mode than it is Mercenaries. But yeah, I do think once you play it once, it's sort of that's it. You don't really
Yeah.
touch it again.
I don't hate it. It's just
It's no
just
RE4.
there. It's just there for me.
Yeah, it's no RE4 Mercenaries. Stay back. Fucking hell, you move fast, didn't you, bastard?
Get the bolt cutters that will now feature in every game
Yeah, honestly. Every Resident Evil protagonist gets their hands on those bolt cars.
on some red bolt cutters. Also, I was saying to Morgan, this is the first time I think in a Resident Evil game ever you don't have a herb like in your inventory. Goes to your materials instead.
Yeah, yeah. And you can't use a singular herb. You have to combine it. No, but you have to go get the... Wait, let me get the ammo upstairs first. And trigger the sequence. Did that like and really just tip out? Yeah, if you get the bolt cutters, it just fucks off. You ain't got to fight it. Which is something,
know that.
luckily... No, we did know it. We done it in our first playthrough. I think you were just so like...
I was stuck on this beginning part for so long.
I just realised I got auto aim on.
This part coming up, we have to survive. Yeah, it took me about 3 hours. This is on hardcore, Galdi.
Back the fuck up. Crystal skull, nice. Right, this part is probably, I'd say, out of the entire game, this is the only part that I do really find questionable. The time, the way it's time based is really not good, because everyone that I've seen play this part of the game have all had the same opinion. Like they just don't know what to do first time playing. You don't know whether you've got to survive, whether you've got to go somewhere, whether you've got to kill a certain amount of enemies. Me and David and Reese took...
I think a majority of day one playing this game was this part.
Yeah, it took us
Because-
like...
Oh,
I don't even
it's
know how
so
many
hard.
hours. We was on it for like 2 hours. No joke.
But there's a little trick where if you sit in the corner down here and look out there, when they start running,
Sometimes they drop down here though. I bet.
yeah, well,
I
sometimes.
guarantee you, because I'm streaming it, the game's gonna fuck me over and they're gonna jump down
But
here. Watch.
this is what Village of Shadows mode does. It makes you find things like this, where yeah, if I didn't do this, I would not have survived. Took me for like 4 hours. Oh, yeah, you just wait until they run, then you run out and go to the house up the hill. There's a way of doing it. But yeah, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah, auto aim, Dave. You know when you were saying about auto aims on in Village of Shadows when you was playing like fighting Miranda.
Yeah.
I think even if you have auto aim on Village of Shadows, I don't think it works. Because I didn't turn auto aim off, and there was no way auto aim was on throughout my Village of Shadows run. There was no way. This when you like aim, it locks onto their head, or locks onto them rather, and that was not
Yeah.
doing that. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. That was not doing that on Village Shadows when I was playing the first time. I sat near the exit further down. Oh, is that where you always sit? I always sit here. I always sit here.
Yeah.
So you can
here.
see, and then you can see them run. And then when they get closer, you shoot that.
Or when they start running, I just run out.
I sat,
Yeah, we sat near the exit further down. Oh.
controller player. Right, on keyboard and mouse, this game must run, so it must be so nice. So nice to control the aiming. Come on, run away. Has he said there's no end to him yet?
No.
Fucking hell, Ethan, hurry up. Oh my god, this is what I
wow.
mean.
Okay then. Okay then. Do you have to jump down on you when you're streaming, right?
I told you that'll happen.
Right, just go up here, barricade the door, and then wait for them to climb through and then shoot the bell. Yeah.
I can hear big dude. I can hear homeboy. Oh fuck.
And now you've got this ladder and just try and survive. You ain't gotta wait long.
Let me wait here a second. I don't know if this fully works yet.
Wait, you can't get hit on the ladder?
No, you can't get hit on the ladder, but I don't think it progresses time. Like, I don't think this... You know, you have to wait around for the sequence of time, basically. I don't think it works here. If you wait on the ladder. The game knows. That's why. The game's not stupid.
Right.
So glad you two are reacting to Lost. Yeah, Lost is great. I'm loving it at the moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely love it. I'm glad Moving is too. Yeah, I don't like Lost. It's not like I go on about it all the time.
Nope. It's not like you just didn't
How
shut
do
up
you-
about me watching it.
Glad you are. How would you both rank
Run!
this game? It's top 5 for me easily.
Yep, top 5 for
Yeah,
me
we
at
were
least.
speaking about that at the start of the stream.
100% agree. It is one of the... It
Top
is...
4.
Yeah, I'd say top
Possibly,
4,
like-
honestly. Is easily one of the best Resident Evil games. It's so good.
I love the story and everything. I think it's great. Ethan is such a step up. 7. And I think this game improves 7 too.
This game makes 7 10 times better. The story in 7 is nothing without this game. Gaudi likes something. Honestly, Gaudi, come on, there's got to be something you got to complain about. There's got to be something.
Well, you already did, mostly.
Ah,
about that
true,
more.
yeah, true. Right, I'm surprised I done that first time. Lycan really fucks him up. I'm actually surprised you like this game as much as you do, Gaudi, because I remember you saying how much you, well, at first, how much you dislike first-person perspective. I mean, I'm surprised. I like it so much, because first-person I didn't think would ever be top 4 for me, like a first-person horror game. I like many things, like we're waiting. I was so relieved when I saw this for the first time, because I was like, what, 2 hours of trying this over and over again?
Finally over. I mean, it's clearly a little, what's the word?
Homage.
Yeah, to RE4. Homage to RE4. If to survive in the village. Till with buildings.
Yeah, whatever. Santa Claus. I mean, you just realised what you said. Is that because that's because of the bells, isn't it? Or was you talking about the massive lichen? Because those bells go into it as well.
Both.
Did I get everything around here? I think I did. I didn't. Let me just make sure I got the scrap from here. Oh no, wait. There's a box around here as well, isn't there? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Handgun ammo.
And he says, I still don't like the first person, but I can understand why they went through it with 7 and 8. It does work well. I would like if they went back to over the shoulder for 9.
We said the exact same thing because I feel like this game, even if I had the chance to even if I had a say in it and Capcom were like, yo Morgan, if you wanted it to be for over the shoulder or first person, what would you be? I feel like I'd say first person because I don't feel like it makes sense to have Ethan's story start first person and randomly go over the shoulder. I don't feel like that fits. It keeps it what's the word?
It's consistent.
Consistent.
If it's Ethan's story, I think it does make sense for it to be a first-person game. But for 9, please go back to the RE2 remake style.
Yeah, please
that's what
do.
I want.
Please do. I just want an RE6 remake.
Not safe.
Lauren, I don't know if you're trying to troll, but I think we all do. Like, we literally all do.
It's you, the child's father.
Child.
I'm out.
Wait,
Caldy, look, you know you want a Resident. You hate Resident Evil 6. Why would you not want it to be remade?
Yeah. You can make it fun.
She is in great danger.
They might make it even better than it already is.
What about first-person RE6? How about that?
The
Oh my
monsters?
god. Gaudi would storm the Capcom headquarters.
That would actually make it sick. The amount of movement and chaos.
They're coming.
It wouldn't be possible. Imagine that in VR.
Wait,
Your head would be
where's
spinning for
Rose?
days.
Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
That's Mother Miranda right there.
Deciding to troll Ethan.
Wait, does
See,
she
I
just
saw a
stand
vid-
there?
I saw a video, even when after Castle, you know, like where you see her underneath the castle after you defeat Alcina?
Mhm.
When she goes out the door, I saw a video where it went out of bounds and stuff, and she just stands there. So I think that's the same. That her model is just standing there.
Oh, great lichens, the fabled monsters, wolves of old, may they come eat our flesh, may they tear us apart.
We're playing the demo.
Yeah, playing the demo. Oh, I don't, because that honestly saddens me. I missed the hype. I was so hyped for this game. For fuck's sake. We've got to wait all over again. Let's
First
quickly-
person RE8 nude mods. I think there's some out there already.
There is. There most certainly fucking is some.
Yeah, especially for Lady D. Yeah, that was inevitable. It's always going to happen.
There's some for Chris as well, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The herb. That bird doesn't spawn yet, does it? It spawns there usually. No, it spawns up there. It doesn't spawn this early on.
It spawns after the castle.
Yep.
In hindsight,
no,
are you
but-
glad you played the demo? I completely avoided them or went in fresh.
Where's that?
Oh,
yeah, I see. Go,
mentioned a demo.
go on, you
I
answer that
mean,
first.
if I could go back, I'll probably have. I don't know. I probably would have avoided one of them. Probably the castle.
Yeah,
Not as
I
much
don't-
as the
I don't
RE3 remake
regret-
demo.
I don't. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
R-
I guess
RE
at the time.
The RE3 demo, 100% I regret, yeah. Because I don't think anyone knew how much that was going to show. This game, though, I don't regret it. I don't think it showed too much, but
I mean, I would say this one more.
I couldn't
because
help
you-
myself.
You just see all the villagers die and stuff. I thought they're gonna have bigger roles or whatever. Or, I don't know, but
I'm not too fussed about the
Yeah.
villagers, honestly. I know a lot of people really don't like that. I don't get why they were killed off so early, but it don't really bother me.
yeah, take that back. Probably if I had to choose one not to play, it'd probably be the village over the castle.
Yeah, village over the castle easily. Run!
But yeah, the RE3 remake demo, Jesus. Actually showed the whole city part.
And I was doing speedruns on it as well, so
Yeah,
made it worse for me.
and that's the only part of the game Nemesis really chases you too, which is
Please, don't hurt
yeah,
us.
that's a whole other story.
It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I love how my guy here is holding up my machete as if he's gonna do
Have
anything.
you seen any other survivors?
One boot to his head, he's
They're
gone.
all in Louise's house, and she's not answering, and the gate is locked.
Quiet girl. He's an outsider.
I wonder what story they were going to tell with
Shit, we're sitting ducks.
these
in here.
villagers
Can your old man walk?
to start with, because the first trailer has so much.
Yeah, I reckon they initially did have a lot
We've lost
more
a lot of blood. We have
in
to
mind.
get into Louise's house.
Quiet.
personally.
Must be a way inside.
I remember when you was counting down days from like 80. I know, man, it doesn't even feel that long ago, honestly. Like, I remember seeing 100 days and thinking, this is gonna drag. And now it's like, I remember thinking that it doesn't feel that long ago that I thought that.
And we have to wait. God knows how long for like another RE game. Apparently it's a year, but it should be RE4.
Wait, Dave, don't reach out, don't reach out, don't reach out. Gaudi,
Okay.
David's gonna
Don't
react
worry.
to Harry Potter. Delete your comment fast.
I ain't got the chance, so don't worry.
Gaudi just
ahead of me.
he just trolled himself. He was like, haha, I'm gonna pretend to spoil, and he's unintentionally almost spoiled.
Took your damn time.
Why can't you just,
You're welcome.
why does it do this? YouTube's so strange. Why doesn't it doesn't even let me remove comments? For some reason.
He's not used to
This is why I
relying
prefer
on other
Twitch.
people.
Alright, let me know when it's gone and stuff.
Whoops. Nah, it's all good, Gaudi, it's all
We'll
good,
be
it's
safe
all
in
good.
here.
Is it gone, yeah?
Yeah, it's gone.
Safer here than out there, that's for sure. Hey,
Message
do you know anything
retracted.
about what's going on around here?
It doesn't make any sense.
Nah, it's all good.
Mother
On the
Miranda
bright side though,
always protected
you got
us.
someone else to watch when it comes to Harry Potter reactions, because Dave ain't seen him either.
Yeah. I don't
We
remember
have
the
to get
first one.
inside.
I remember it being on in school when I was younger, but I wasn't really focusing.
You're not missing anything anyway. Crap films.
Just hold on a bit longer, Papa.
I've heard.
Papa. Oh, remember the theories? This is Barry.
There's so much blood.
This is
Apparently.
Barry Burton.
Hello?
He now lives in
Anybody
Romania.
home?
Maybe a familiar voice. Louisa! Open up! It's me, Elena!
It's okay. No one cares about Dave.
Shouting, you'll draw the monsters.
Julian, calm down.
Who's
A
this?
friend!
Stay back.
Father! For God's sake, Julian, let us in!
No, they'll smell the blood. You'll endanger us all.
My father will die out here!
That's not my problem.
What's going on?
These people want to let a dying man into our home.
Come now, these people are our friends. Go on, go inside. Come now, this way. You're not from this village.
No. I'm Ethan.
Julian, go
No,
get yourself
Ethan.
peaceful and check
You're a wizard.
I said go!
Yeah, move your gun, you bitch.
If Elena trusts you, then so do I. Come inside, Ethan.
It was all a dream. Harry went mad because of the abuse and completely made it up. He's actually meant to
Wait
introduce
here.
his teachers
I'll
other
check on
stuff.
the others.
Oh, I imagine. Why do I feel like that's actually a fanfic out there?
There's probably some really weird stuff to do with that, I'm sure. They watch Harry Potter so we can all go to Harry Potter Studios challenge.
I want to go.
I will
wanna go.
soon. I'll
gonna-
watch it soon.
I'm gonna
I'll
go there
make
with-
it my next series I watch.
This way.
I ship Alcina and Hagrid. I shouldn't have said that.
So you have to read this in order for it to open the door, right?
No. You can just stand there. I just wanted to. I've not actually flipped through that since before we. Since our first playthrough. Louise said he broke in again. Got more of the livestock. Ernest is missing too. We can't find him anywhere. Has Mother Miranda abandoned us?
So you find Ernest later on.
Yeah, you do. He leaves a note.
You find a note, yep. when you're on the way to Salvatore.
It is a real fan theory. I knew it would be. I knew it would be. It just sounded like one.
The fuck is this? Outsiders, you're gonna get us all killed.
Quiet, Anton. He helped Leonardo and Elena.
We were doing fine by ourselves.
Please, Ethan, take a seat.
Well, fuck off outside then. If you're doing fine by yourself, piss off. Go on.
Is this all that's left? From your entire village?
All that's left. All that's left? There is no one left! A worthless invalid, a stupid, wailing bitch, and you! You drag a bloody man and an outsider in here like it's nothing, and expect to be all safe? There
I mean,
is no safe!
This guy was actually right.
Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half. But tomorrow?
Ethan's probably sitting there like, why are you all American?
we'll all be
Yeah, we're in Romania. Why are you all speaking with American accents?
Put a sock in it, Roxana!
That's enough! This house
Poor
has
Roxana.
protected my family for generations. And drunk or not, you are all welcome and safe in here.
Whatever.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
We don't know. One day we were a quiet, devout village, and the next, the monsters came and attacked us. And they kept coming.
Wait, Louisa. Where is your husband? Did they?
No. No, he is out there. Somewhere.
Is he? So he's out there. He dead. He fucking dead.
Yes, that's it. He went to fetch help. Let us pray,
I love how Ethan hasn't said a word. He's just sitting there like
all of us.
so confused, like
Taking
a
it all in.
like a new kid in school, like in class, on the first day, just not knowing what the fuck is going on. Like he's even holding the hand. He must be thinking, what are we doing?
Great ones, hear our voice.
Together as one in reverence,
we
we call on thee within the endless dark. I feel like I'm there.
Deliver us into fate's hands. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, so we make our sacrifice.
Glory to Mother Miranda.
And await the light at the end. In life and in death, we give you glory, Mother Miranda. Now, the tea should be ready. Come help me, Elena, please.
That prayer. I've heard it before. There was an old woman near the graveyard.
You mean that hag? Bitch is crazy as a bag
That was a
of
fast
rats.
cup of tea.
There is wisdom in her devotion.
Why do
And
you
I
think
hope it protected
they still
her
wouldn't show
as
us
it shall
Ethan's
protect
face?
us.
Wait, is that a genuine question? Or did I say something that relates to that? Because I've just forgot if that's the case.
What are you doing?
Leonardo, what's wrong? Are you okay?
I think they should have shown his face at the end, at least.
I just realised he bottles him.
Elena, no, stay back!
No, let me go!
What do you think you're gonna do? Your dad's ripping people's hearts out.
We have to go!
Come on, mate, hurry up. You see that habit?
So
then?
used to
That habit.
skipping
That
that.
habit. I was
Yeah.
gonna skip it. That fucking
I'm so
habit.
used to skipping the scene.
I just want to keep cutscenes playing. Just I want it to be a nice, chilled playthrough. Talk about everything as it comes on. Sort of like a review thing as well.
Yeah,
Give our thoughts
we
about
didn't get to
everything.
stream it.
Although this part,
Said no!
it is a demo in it, so maybe we should skip it. This is demo stuff. Maybe we should skip
I mean,
it
the
until demo.
cutscene ends there anyway, so no. No, I'm genuinely asking, like in the cutscenes at the end, why didn't they show his face? For what reason? I don't understand why they wouldn't show him.
Liken the cutscenes.
I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna be
I agree.
something major in the story to do with a certain reveal or something. I don't know. I find it just really weird that they didn't show it at least at the end of the game, or like even with the model viewer.
It did ruin a lot of
little model.
cutscenes. You could see how they were really trying to. It ruined the way cutscenes.
Yeah, like
the
a
flow
lot of the
them.
cutscenes were really cool and they're really like cinematic and stuff. But then because they don't want to show Ethan's face so much for
Whatever
suppose,
reason.
consistency in their eyes, I don't know. But yeah, the cutscenes just went from like being these really cool cinematics to back into Ethan's view. I don't know. I would have preferred if they would have just shown his face, especially at the end.
And try not to breathe in the smoke.
I know.
Maybe they'll speak on that.
Unless they do plan for something to be some sort of big reveal, but even then,
well, his face isn't really secret.
Exactly.
Think about it, because like it's out there. It's been out there since 7. So
no, that 7 one was an artwork. I think he actually does have a face in 8 though. His character model. I thought that face in 7 was his as well, but
it looks the same.
it does look the same. It literally looks the exact same.
YouTube streams seem really delayed. Yeah, they probably are way more delayed than Twitch.
I mean, we're just testing it. If it works better on Twitch, we'll do Twitch.
Who's there? Stop! Mother Miranda! Hey!
That poor guy.
And his body isn't even here.
It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. The way he changes guns as well. He literally has like 4 arms. Ethan is a licker confirmed.
It's weird because he didn't switch guns like that in RE8, RE7.
I think it's just meant to. Number one, because obviously gameplay's got to be a lot faster in this game, but
They wanted to speed up the gameplay mechanics.
yeah. But also, Ethan is a lot more skilled in this game, and he knows how to handle weapons better. But I don't think he knows how to handle weapons. I don't think anyone in the world knows how to handle weapons like this. I mean, Dave, you've held a shotgun and a pistol in real life. Tell me how hard this will be to do. Look.
Not that hard. I was doing that all the time. Should have seen it.
Of course you fucking were.
I'm just surprised Ethan can.
You're surprised that someone out there like
that
Ethan.
would be ridiculous. It's not possible.
Yeah, you match your skill set. Let me quickly go and get this bit of scrap.
The face in 8 is very, very similar to the artwork in 7. Yep. Very similar. Looks almost identical. That's why
it's pretty much identical.
I can't remember what the facts are, but I thought that was the actual face from the files.
No, it was. I only found out recently that it was. I thought it was for the longest time as well. And it's actually just an artwork done by someone on like DeviantArt or something. And then when 8 come out, there actually is a. There's I don't know. There's some sort of, for some reason he's placed in the models. I think anyway. Unless I'm just making that shit up. No, I mean, it's probably
something
true.
random I just thought of, right? But you know this village, it has a soundtrack. You can clearly hear it. The only part of the game they took soundtrack out of, strangely, was
the main hall.
Yeah,
the main hall. Yeah.
I wonder why they did that.
The soundtrack in this game is so good. I know Gaudi's not a fan of it, but I think what soundtrack they did have, because a lot of it is ambient noise with these new ones, what they did have is really good. Like if you listen to the soundtrack on Spotify, Gaudi, I think you would appreciate it more. There's some really good tracks.
Fits the game.
The Duke's theme, the one with Mother Miranda as well was really good. Maru boss fight is really good. There's so many good ones. Way better than 7 anyway. 7 really did have barely any soundtrack.
Yeah, they were relying on like ambient noise and stuff.
Blood and death.
Oh, look at that sharp shooting. It's not that I don't like the soundtrack. I just didn't really notice it. Oh, that's fair, yeah. I mean, it is. They definitely do more with ambient sounds. And they don't focus as much on the soundtrack. But the soundtrack they do have, it is good.
I like the main theme, like the credits song. Also, the Mother Miranda boss fight's really cool, actually. Reminded me of a classic RE.
I'm telling you, the
Mother boss fight, like Alexia.
Yeah. The Mother Miranda one sounds like something that Ramin Djawadi would do. It sounds like straight out of Game of Thrones. It's sick.
Must be pretty tough.
Let's see what you're really made of, Ethan Winters.
Oh, you're not local. Even better.
Something else that Ethan's been stabbed with.
Yeah.
Something else to add to the list.
Oh god.
Oh, that explains what you're saying in the trailers. What's all that around his head?
Yeah, he looks like Cogs and all that. I did say that.
Yeah.
Is this some sort of inside joke that I'm not in on? I don't like anything. No, Lauren's just trolling. Just typical trolling.
Yeah.
You're whining.
As always.
Almost there.
I love this scene.
Remember when I said to you, I have a feeling this at the beginning of the game, introduction to the characters.
We did a very good job predicting a lot of this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll
I
break
kind
that.
of feel like we went so in depth with some of the trailers that a lot of the story. There's a lot of surprise, but we kind of figured out a lot of pacing.
We did, yeah.
Way ugly! I want to see! He's away!
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up!
Where?
Me get dogs when they
Around
bark.
with them in private, and where's the fun in that? Give them to me, and I'll put on a show that everybody can enjoy.
Ugh, so gauche. What do we care for bread and circuses? The man thinks suffering is assured.
Yak, as a man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah, blah, blah.
I see him too used to being the troll that I don't notice when someone else does it. Yeah, you are the
Some of you were less
the face of the
persuasive
trolls
than
in
others, but I've made
the
my decision. Heisenberg,
in the RE Challenger streams,
the
for
man's
example.
fate is in your
But
hands.
here there's like fucking three.
Mother
There's
Miranda,
3 of
I
them,
must
you included.
Heisenberg
Whole chat's
is
just a
but
troll.
child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn hole! And don't be a sore loser! Go find your food somewhere else.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's
You
decision.
wouldn't know responsibility if it was welded
Oh,
to
keep
that
growing! One day your head might actually fit your ego!
Don't I get a say?
What a great cutscene.
Silence!
It's a shame it's the only one we get.
With
between
all
the
of them.
characters. Yeah.
Remember from whence you
Also here, notice, we said this in the trailer, why are all the Lycans here bold?
Lycans and gentlemen!
Like, you never see those Lycans in game.
And now let the games begin!
No, that's from what I know you don't anyway. I didn't know some.
Get ready.
I also hate that you can't come back to this location. I'd love to explore this area.
Yeah, same.
10, 9, 8,
Don't know why Ethan waits so long here.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Jump.
3, 2, 1.
Like, why wait until the last second? There's literal Lycans in front of you.
Jesus Christ!
Because they're skinhead Lycan gang. That's right, Dave.
I didn't realise when I first played how many voice actors were reused from RE3 Remake. Yeah, they use a lot. I like it. I think it works, especially Heisenberg. You can hear Nikolai in Heisenberg, but I really like it. I really like the voice actor for it.
Yeah.
I really like Neil Newborn as a
Part
voice
that
actor.
got me. The part that got me with that is when he laughs in that part just then when he's dragging you along. He starts laughing. That's when I was like, wait a second. That's Nikolai, isn't it?
Classic Resident Evil. Spikes coming down.
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you don't think I've let you get away?
I died here first time. You saw this right away, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it right away, luckily. This part feels so much longer than... it felt so much longer when I think back to it, my first time playing it, than it does now. I remember looking around for a good bit, because I'd done it first time, so I didn't die. I tried to break the boxes because it said break. I thought I was being stupid and just missed something.
That's what I thought.
Wait, do those freaks have Rose?
No, Ethan. Of course not.
You just decide to go into Alcina's castle and destroy her family.
I died like 22 times here. It is quite hard to see. I think I found it by pure luck. It just looked like a little gap. I saw it last minute. No. Oh, fuck you.
Oh no, how did you miss?
Shut up. My accuracy's been really good
There's
this
a herb in that
time,
little
actually.
graveyard area, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's
This
on
was
the
a
great.
herb
Yeah,
right
it's
here.
here. Pretty sure it's here. Or is it on one of these, isn't it? There it is.
There you go.
Cheers for reminding me.
Now we're about to meet the Duke.
Feel
The only
free
character
to
that
peruse.
is alive, I believe, who has this mold virus.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
But he decided to blow up.
Anyone
I think
who
he-
is anyone has heard of the likes of you. I
He went
hear
The
you're
soundtrack here, so
searching
good.
For his daughter. Though I must say that castle arouses suspicion.
Yeah, and so do you.
I am but a humble merchant.
Here?
Oh, forgive my manners. Call me the Duke. Now to business. Weapons, ammunition, healing salves, anything you desire, I can provide. Well then, feel free to... A gift has arrived for you, good
Feel
sir.
free to peruse.
Give us the Duke nude mods. Oh fuck. That's something I never want to see.
Do I even buy anything here? Probably not, right? There's no think there's any point.
Take care.
Nah.
Bye, Duke. Love you. Would you rather the Duke or Alcina step on you?
Could Rose be
I'd rather
here?
Chris step on me, to be fair.
Not RE7.
I'm Redfield. It's funny that everyone's saying step on me now, and they weren't saying that when Jack Baker literally stepped on Ethan's neck in RE7.
Mm.
I always wonder who that is dying as well. That scream. At
That's
first I thought,
apparently a
could that
apparently
be?
a Dead by Daylight Easter egg.
Oh, is it?
That's
Yeah, I
scream.
did.
Yeah.
I did see something about Dead by Daylight, but I thought someone was taking a piss.
Yeah, that's a scream from
Taking
the
the
game, I
piss.
think, or something. It's a little
Oh,
Easter
good old
egg.
typewriters.
I just wish they added in ink ribbons.
Yeah, that.
And that's something small, a little nitpick, I suppose you could say, but I would like ink ribbons.
No, I do love me my ink ribbons and my manual
Yeah.
saving. I know so many people hate it, but I really love manual saving. I want to. I don't know. That's the fun of RE for me. Having to strategize like that.
Looking for Rose?
Man, blood.
Man blood.
Poor Ethan.
Bet she smells really nice.
Did you try to save from theme swap? It's genuinely awful.
It is shit in it. It is. Oh god. He literally just like, here, look.
Morgan
Go to
put
what
it
released.
best. Morgan put it best. He's like, it's like you just put Spotify on.
It does.
It's not-
There's no effort, but
Yeah.
well, it is what it is, isn't it? Whatever.
Mother, I bring you fresh.
I'd prefer like an instrumental.
You are so
Of,
kind to me, daughters.
Or just give us the
go to
save
it.
from theme from 7.
Yeah, that'd have been better.
Now,
Because I don't
Let's
mind
take
that
a look
save from
at
theme. I actually like it.
Hello. Cheers for
Wow.
joining, Nonny.
Wow,
Appreciate you
Ethan
joining, mate.
Winters.
Good to see you here.
you escaped
for joining.
my little brother's idiot games, did you?
Just on a casual
Let's
playthrough at the
see
minute.
how special.
Not casual mode. This is hardcore mode. I mean, it's just like a
Yes,
chilled
Maddox.
playthrough.
Yeah, casual chill play for the game.
Starting to go a little
Starting to go a
stale.
little stale.
Then let's devour
By
his
the end of the
man.
game, we all know why that is.
I am the one who captured him.
Now, daughters. First, I must inform
Oh my god, is that the
Miranda
tall vampire lady?
that later
No, it can't be.
there will be enough for everyone. Budama,
This part genuinely makes me cringe. This part makes me cringe every time. I fucking hate it. I feel like I feel it. When he rips his hand out. Oh man.
Careful.
He doesn't try to unhook it. He just pulls.
Yeah, Ethan,
down on
why
it.
would you do that? Like, surely you try and lift your hand up. So like, why would you rip your whole hand? Oh god. Not even a little nice piano version if you just straight rip the song and place it. Yeah, it is lazy, innit?
It is.
Considering that's paid DLC as well.
The same with the Albert though. You know the Albert gun from Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, in this,
Like,
what's the point? It's so weak.
It's like one of the weakest pistols ever.
It
It's
is
so
really weak.
It sounds weak too.
Yeah, you can't even upgrade it. At least let us upgrade it. I literally ordered RE7 today and I'm trying to play it to understand the story leading up to RE8. It's... Because you've played RE8, you will appreciate RE7, the RE7 story a lot more.
Mm. Yeah, you will.
But yeah, the RE8 story definitely... it definitely makes the RE7 story so much better. Like, I thought the RE7 story was quite crap before RE8, but now playing RE8, I think the story in RE7 is really good. Because obviously you piece together everything. Got the Crimson Glass. This is just the demo part now. For some comments ain't showing up here. Is it because I got top chat on? Is that why? That's why. Fucking YouTube, so odd in how they do things.
Oh, is that what it is? I had that on too.
Don't know why it does that. Yeah, both Morgan and David. What did you make of the abortion monster? Seems people either think it's terrifying or hilarious. It scares the fuck out of me every time. I can't deal. David's the same. David genuinely, it shits him up every time.
You know what? That's the one thing about this game, right? I get to that house and I'm just like, I just get terrified. I hate it. Like, it's the part of the game where I just dread leading up to it because it's like, it just shits me up. And the first time playing that, I legit dropped my controller when I was playing that part because I was waiting for the Peters to come through the door. A little did I know it was behind me, like to my right. I don't know what was going on with the sound. It grabbed me and I can't remember the last time I jumped like that.
I remember the reaction to it. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
That got me big time.
Whereas with me, when it first came through, I was like, it didn't make me jump, but when the second time it burst through the door, I fucking jumped. I was like, oh shit, I turned around.
It was to my right in that library room. I was waiting for it to go around the table, but it grabbed me and the controller shook. I dropped my controller and hands over the face. Legit, my reaction.
Truly here, the lady of the castle would have kept little
Yeah,
Rose
Gaudi
in her
froze and dropped the
private
controller too. Fuck
Would she
that part, man.
Dimitrescu?
Dimitrescu? Don't get why they just don't stick to one pronunciation of Dimitrescu.
Oh, it's Dimitrescu now, isn't it?
Well, listen, actual natives of Romania say it's Dimitrescu. So, yeah, Alcina herself says, what does she say?
She says House of Dimitrescu. That's what she says.
Yeah, but then she says, then later on she says something else. Like, even she pronounces her name twice differently. I don't get why they just stick to one pronunciation.
I don't know. They need to know someone who's Romanian to give us a word on it. I'm just going to call it Dimitrescu now, because that's what Ethan says too, so screw it.
Just something an old friend of mine used to say.
Good old RE4 reference there, gotta love that. When did you guys start YouTube, seeing like professionals and watching you, seeing like you've been doing it for years? We have been doing it for years, yeah. We've got other channels. This is our Resident Evil channel. We've been meaning to watch it, make it for years. But we started with a channel called Discuss the Dead back in 2015. That was a Walking Dead based channel where we do like Walking Dead discussions and stuff, much like we're doing here with RE, but with Walking Dead, because that's what we used to love back then. Then we started our own separate channels, or David continued Discuss the Dead.
I continue Discuss the Dead, and I do other shows and stuff now.
Yeah,
his own channel.
We basically, on the side to this, we do reactions. We do reaction videos, have our own reaction channels. David's is Discuss the Dead, mine's Demo Morgue. They're in the channel featured part of the Code Stars, if you're interested.
Yeah. Wouldn't sound professional though.
Yeah,
I don't feel like I'm a professional.
I feel like I'm anything but a professional.
Mm.
Is it worth upgrading anything yet? I don't think it is. I'm not going to buy anything either.
Thank you for your patronage.
I love that. I love that line. Hopefully, the Merchant in RE4 remake, fingers crossed that's still going to get made and not cancelled, by the way. But
It will-
the merchant in that game, I'm hoping he says something that the Duke says and references back to him too. I think that'd be a really cool touch.
I think they'll do it. I think he'll say
I don't
something.
think they'll ever go in depth with the lore and how they're friends and stuff, but I think it would be cool for him to mention the Duke.
He'll probably say something like, "Thank you for your patronage," and he'll be like, "Something old friendly to say." You know what I mean? That'd
That's
be
the
cool.
quote I thought.
Oh man, this is so nice. Look,
Such a
people
nice,
that say this isn't
nice
RE,
castle.
like Resident Evil first person's not RE, just show this is RE. Everything about this is Resident Evil. Look at this. The only thing that's missing is like main hall music, which for some reason they removed. I don't know why they did do that. Remove that. Let's pick that up. The Walking Dead game is absolutely amazing. The Walking Dead game is fantastic. One of the best stories of all time. So good.
Yeah, absolutely love that.
So good.
Start to finish.
Season 3 was a bit... Season 3 wasn't even bad. It was just because the other seasons were so good, it felt weaker. But even that, it's still a good season.
And you didn't play as Clem, so yeah, it's a bit off compared to the others. But yeah, they're all great in their own way.
Trace far back 15th century. There we go. It's the Maiden's Blood lore there. Right, let's do this. No promo allowed. This is a warning. Do it again. Both of you getting a timeout. Shut it, Dave. Shut it. You do reaction videos. Damn. I know, Gaudi. It's a revelation, isn't it, mate?
Do you guys like The Last of Us? Oh yeah, love The Last of Us.
Yeah, I love The Last of Us.
Both games are absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I have my issues with 2, which I'm not going to get into because it's such a drawn out and boring argument at this point.
As a game, like playing it.
As a game, it's
fun as
fantastic.
hell.
There's no denying the
One of the most
quality of.
impressive games ever.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You better run.
Slice your jugular.
What does she mean, by the way, when she says she made all this mess?
I don't know. I always question that, but I think Cassandra made a miss.
I can't hold back any longer.
I don't know what miss she made, but she made a miss.
Yeah. Because I'd love to see you guys play Last of Us 2. Maybe we'll stream it at some point in the future. I'll be down for that.
I'm down to stream Last of Us 2.
Mhm.
There's just the Maiden stuff. Oh my god, this big tall vampire lady.
Cassandra pissed herself. There's a video as well where they go out of bounds here. When she goes into that room, she just walks through a wall. So there is nothing.
What's in here?
behind this
I'm guessing
door.
it's just a black room, right? It's just a black
It's
square.
Just, no, it's not a black square. It's got like the textures of the wall and stuff, but it goes into a black square. Like
Full set.
there's something beyond the door, but there's not an actual room
Hmm.
per se. Kind of hoping you could go through there though.
Last of Us 2 is better than Last of Us 1. Last of Us 2 is better than Last of Us 1, yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
But
I prefer the story of 1, but I do
Yeah.
prefer 2 as a game.
When they remake Last of Us Part 1, that will probably be could be better than 2.
Yeah. Here we go. The 4 candidates. Ingrid is the maiden that you play as in the maiden demo. That's a fun little fact.
Yeah, Ingrid. Alcina kills her and then throws her down here to join.
Yep, and you actually kill her as Ethan.
Yep, vampires. Yep.
I think it's pretty obvious anyway because Shop's the necklace, but I don't know. There's quite a few people that didn't clock onto that, so it's worth mentioning. Right, let's see if I can. Run! Oh shit!
Having
I
them
ain't
up for a
bothering.
pipe bomb. Oh,
No,
you
I
ain't
don't need to.
bothering?
I don't need to. It's just gonna waste stuff. And I'm fighting a Bella now, aren't I?
Oh, that's right.
But what
Right,
mess
so
did she cause? I want
This
to
part
know.
on Village of Shadows is an absolute nightmare. I was raging at this. Took me hours once again. They not
Dave.
only give you her to deal with, they give you 2 vampires to deal with. And I'm
Yep.
not talking about this part here. The boss fight up here. When this gate locks, you have her and 2 vampires. Oh my god, it's so hard. I had to load my save and buy mines and pipe bombs. It's an absolute nightmare.
Bullets cannot harm.
Oh, the wind can. Big booba lady, as Jacksepticeye would say. I haven't even watched any of their playthroughs because I don't. What the fuck? Ethan, move!
Come on, Morg, you got this. Don't let this be another
Of course I-
madhouse mode situation.
This ain't gonna be a madhouse situation. Don't worry.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Don't worry. It's all good. I've not actually got any.
There you go. Oh, you can make quite a few.
Where your teeth at us. Give up.
You can choose that one swift punch.
Not like this.
Can you defeat her by using that self-defense?
Don't.
That'd be hilarious if you can defeat her just punching her.
Block, Ethan. Block, my G. Done.
Wow. Yeah, I think mines are the most effective thing on her because I used that as well. I used the mines.
If you shoot that, did you know that, buddy? If you shoot this window, it does more damage.
No, I didn't.
Because
I
Lauren told
probably
me at
blew-
first playthrough.
I think I did that indirectly anyway with the pipe bombs.
Yeah, I didn't do that, so I didn't know. But that's very useful. Very useful
How
indeed.
much longer will you guys stream for? Oh, quite a while yet, really.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush to go. Bye-byes. I've never
Yeah.
actually examined this bottle. Is there anything
An
in particular?
an hour at least.
Yeah. It's a very over-the-top bottle in it for a fucking bit of wine.
Yeah, that's the kind of bottle you wouldn't want to open, really. Just put it on the shelf. Looks nice.
I know,
They
damn.
should do merchandise like that, though. Do you know, like
This is the
bring
thing.
out-
Etsy do better merchandise than Capcom themselves. Capcom have been
Yeah.
really good with merchandise lately.
Someone on
compared to how
it
they
will
used to
probably
be.
make that.
If they do, I'm buying. I'm buying for sure. Yes, my lord bends the knee.
Cassandra, am I right?
Ha ha ha. I give this game a 1 out of 10. It is a terrible shite game because big tall vampire, big booby lady died 5 minutes into the game. By the way, I'm not even joking. I've genuinely seen comments like that. I've actually seen comments like that. That's not even like just
I
a
know,
piss take.
people are disappointed. I mean,
It should be expected.
It was clear that Capcom didn't. I don't think they realised how much popularity Lady D would get.
No,
And
definitely
then when she
not.
started blowing up, you're obviously going to go with that and start promoting the game with that, aren't you? So,
Mm.
you know, but I think this is probably my favourite part of the game, the castle.
I must have got that already.
It changes every now and then, but right now I love the castle.
That's what we like to hear. Looks like I'm staying up till 1 AM watching this. Oh, so I'm assuming you're in the
Nice.
UK as well then. Legend.
Appreciate that. Yeah, Geldy, I need to get the RPD keys as well. Morgan has them and I'm jealous, but
They are the best part of the
I
collectors.
want
I
them.
absolutely love that.
I really want them.
Right, what am I doing?
The nicest keys in the world.
Why's my mind gone blank? Oh yeah, of course.
Right. Oh, okay.
Ethan definitely got a peek. The devil emoji, not the fucking devil emoji. Go on, Spawn.
Shall I give you the tour?
No, I don't want the tour. Fuck off, Cassandra. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you there for? That was
Damn.
fast.
She always spawns by the door.
That's why I stood there for a bit, because it's
That
meant
was
to
a
make us
worry
spawn
of mine
close.
going into this game too. I was worried that Alcina's daughters would be a problem. Because like all the flyers and stuff, you know how that can be really annoying.
Yeah, like you can't stop them from chasing you.
Yeah, I thought that would be a big problem in the game. I'm glad that all those boss fights, all those mini boss fights are really fun. I like them a lot.
I think they're cool. as
JJ
well.
says, I'm watching from Florida. Wow, all the way in Florida.
Nice, welcome, Jay.
I think you're the only one outside the UK right now. Just watching.
welcome. Cheers for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Yeah, UK gang. Would you have a problem if any of the viewers weren't from the UK? Oh yeah, you know me. You know me, Dave. This is a UK only channel, of course. You fool. I'm from Scotland. What do you mean? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Dave. You just done the #1 thing that triggers the Scots. You've grouped them with us.
It wouldn't surprise me, Goudie. It wouldn't surprise me if in RE9 they come up with another Alcina type enemy or pursuer.
Thanks, mate. Jay, by any chance, is this the Jay that I follow on Twitter, by any chance? Or am I just being bamboozled? Pretty sure I recognise the name.
Puzzles. Oh, I love those puzzles.
Yeah, even if they're not the best, like, most well thought out puzzles, at least they had puzzles, unlike Resident Evil 3 Remake, for example.
They haven't got to be super hard.
No,
you know,
just include a puzzle. Like puzzles.
One like this is perfect, where you got like a little note, and then you've got to figure out what way they go. Like, it's classic Resident Evil.
Hmm. You don't follow me on Twitter, you arsehole. I don't have Twitter.
What the hell?
Honestly, Goudie, you're doing a solid staying off of Twitter. Twitter can be a very...
I don't use it much.
Like, I have my normal Twitter account, but I just stay on the Code Stars one because it's just all Resident Evil stuff. I know I'm not going to see any bullshit on there that I just want to facepalm at.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to run through this, I've got to run through this, I've got to run through this. No. Get the handgun ammo and fuck right off. Ain't nothing here. Move. Dip, Ethan, dip. Gunpowder. The fuck was that? And then up here. Ethan, why are you not pushing them back?
It'd be cool if you could grab one of their swords. Ethan.
Yeah, I wish a
Ethan's
sword.
Like, I'd rather have this kitchen knife.
Yeah, a kitchen knife. Like, this is literally worse than what he complains about in RE7, the pocket knife.
Exactly. I missed this from my first playthrough. But lucky for me, there's nothing in here except for a typewriter. You don't need them anyway because there's autosaves. So
yeah.
Not a big deal.
Kids these days wouldn't survive in an RE-verse lobby.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
I would like to go with the theory here that she knows Ethan is there. And that's why she waits right outside the door for him. Because how does she not notice?
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Fool Heisenberg.
Bear in mind, look how angry she is after this.
I don't want
Because
to
he is
believe.
in my
Oh yeah,
castle
true.
And has already proven too much for my daughters to handle.
She
It's a bit weird,
dashes
though.
that table and she's like, "When I find him, especially
I
gonna
think
fuck
Ethan
you up."
has invisibility that we don't know about.
Yes,
He's got the invisibility cloak. Look, once again, look, it's just Harry Potter, just copying. Capcom are copying Harry Potter.
To hell with the ceremony. That man will pay for what he's done.
Ooh. Look at it, man. Look at this game. No, I love it. I love it so much. It's so fun. I've completed it like 7 times already. Wait, I want to see. I don't think many people have noticed this, by the way, Dave. What's in that room? Because I missed it first time. I missed it second time as well.
You can see Alcina's bathtub, and it's fucking huge.
Here, tell me this. When you made the fish meal to increase your speed, did you notice a significant difference? I didn't. No, I didn't. I honestly didn't.
You
No, same.
ungrateful, selfish wretch. You come into my house. You lay
Good
your
God
filthy
Almighty.
man hands On
This is the
my
Hell in a Cell moment.
daughter!
What a choke slam! Had some Jim Ross commentary over that.
Property!
That. That's what Mick Foley saw.
Rest while you can!
He had his Mick Foley moment.
That man has a family.
He literally does.
Well, I mean, does he? At this point, Mia's dead in his eyes, and Rose has been taken. So, does that man have a family?
And I suppose. Rose is divided into jars. So
It's so dark in it.
this part here, when I saw it, I was like, "Are you?" Oh, not this part.
Oh,
Part
yeah,
in a
not what
minute.
you're talking about.
I was like, "What the?" Again, it happened again. He's missing a hand.
Here, look. Washing. I was shocked at this part. I was like, what the fuck?
No, Lauren, you know what I mean. I thought it was like a. I thought you could examine it and change something with it, or I don't know.
You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see child.
If she wants to kill him, why didn't she just stab him multiple times there? Why did she throw him, giving him a chance to get away? Resident Evil villains are stupid.
To insult House Domitresk.
Oh look, you can actually see his hand. I've never done it before. That's so so
same
stupid.
Same as in RE7.
Well, I hope he takes his hand as well. I love Ethan.
It goes in your inventory and you can examine it too. It's so ridiculous.
What does it say when you examine it?
It just
Severed hand.
Read the description. Your right hand that they just cut off, and like
That's
you
so
can view it and
stupid.
everything. Have you gone up to the wound, by the way, on that hand?
Hold up, I'm playing Ring a Ring a Rosie with. Oh shit, she's catching up.
Yeah, you better be careful in hardcore mode, man. Yeah, if she's over here, she bursts through there.
Yeah, she breaks through the gates.
She takes the shortcut. I hate parts like this. The key's going in, you can hear her footsteps. It just makes me panic.
Does she come through here?
No, she can't come in this room.
I feel like Capcom needs to improve Ethan's personality. He seems not too phased about everything that's happening. I know it's a game and the events of RE7, but still, his personality is a bit dull. In RE7, I felt that for sure. I was not a fan of RE7 Ethan. He was just...
I mean,
I was just thinking, what are you doing with his character?
Going from
I didn't
RE7
dislike
to
him.
this-
Just... Yeah.
Yeah, RE7 so much worse. I don't know. By this point, he's just like numb to everything.
Yeah. I mean, even in
he's-
this game, I get what you mean. Like when Mia first gets shot, his
He's
reaction
not that
is
shocked.
yeah, his reaction is not what a normal human's. But then again, it's Resident Evil. They've never been strong with showing emotion through voice acting and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's always been questionable how they've handled stuff like that. So
Ethan's
I
been through
just-
so much now at this point. I guess he's seen so much shit. He's seen Mia die many times. Do you know what I mean? mate?
Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the reasons himself.
I do know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Hmm.
End of the day, though, Ethan you're just playing as, you know.
But I do
normal
like
guy
Ethan a
who got
lot.
dragged into shit.
Hmm.
That's the story they told.
I do like Ethan. I feel like they gave him a lot more personality in this compared to 7. A lot more.
Mhm.
And I actually really didn't like... I liked it. I mean, I really didn't... I was really sad at the end. Started crying. Started crying into my Alcina body pillow.
Mick Foley is made of mold.
Do you know what? He probably is. With all the bumps he's taken, he probably is made of mold, and it would explain a lot.
I really felt that RE7 was just an experiment for the new engine. This game is the pinnacle of the engine.
Yep, I agree.
Definitely one of the most impressive engines out there. The graphics are incredible. Gameplay is so smooth. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it personally. Like, I don't see anything wrong with this. All I want is another over-the-shoulder. Basically, RE4 Remake should be absolutely amazing if done right.
Mhm.
Over the shoulder with like even better graphics and stuff. Damn, that's gonna be so good.
There's no treasures. Why do I always forget what's in here? It's always red, and it's always the same thing that I forget. What is it? It's this. It's this bastard here. It's always rusted scrap that I forget.
For me, it's the gun. Are you sure it's gone red now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue.
It's definitely that. Oh, never
it's
mind.
not.
Okay,
You're
never
missing
mind.
the gunpowder all the way to left. Turn left. Left in the corner, right. But yeah, on the chair. There you go.
Do you know what? I don't think
That's what I
even realised
always
it was
miss.
there. I think I got that my first run because it was red. What's here then? Surely I heard.
Another map. She's after you.
Can't believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
That's why I like the story of Last of Us more, because there's more.
Oh shit! So gone.
Oh yeah, Last of Us for sure is one of the most emotional games out there.
Yeah, Last of Us is more of a story-driven. Like, it's weird. They're two different types of stories.
Yeah, they're two different types. In terms of emotion, yeah, Last of Us is like ridiculously emotional, especially the second one.
Kill me! Why are you doing this?
You can really hear Jill in her voice here.
Yeah, you can.
Why? Why would you do this?
Because you're trying to kill me. I dodged that, but alright, Ethan.
A dream. This is a dream. It's so
I would say this is the easiest daughter.
Yeah, you can literally
If
just.
she runs off, she doesn't really come at you as long as you keep opening the roof. She just hides away.
damn. I don't want to die.
Well, I'm afraid you have to die, love. Sorry.
You're gonna die. I'm sick of bugs. He was probably sick of bugs after RE7.
That probably is a RE7 reference, I'm not gonna lie. Wouldn't
Yeah, because
surprise
he does
me.
say to Zoe, he says, "I just dealt with your mum and her fucking bugs."
Yeah. I'm missing something in here, am I? Yep, I know I am. Where is it? It's on one of these fucking shelves that I haven't found. It's not that. It's one of these drawers in it. There it is.
Yeah, the Ethan at the end of the game that everyone's talking about is
If it's in the game,
must be reused.
he's
Has
literally
to
walking
be.
up to the car. Yeah, I
Has to
am
be a
more on.
reused model.
Yeah, I think that's a reused model. I don't think that's actually Ethan, personally.
Just the way it comes up. Well,
It's weird how they use Ethan's model, but I don't know. I just don't see that being Ethan. It feels strange.
they
It feels very
market
strange.
this game as like it's the end of his story. They
Yeah,
kind
it definitely
of mention
could
that
be.
quite a few times.
It definitely could be.
I mean, it's
but-
possible. They could explain why they never show his face and whatever, but
Yeah, because that's still a mystery, so it could be. But
yeah.
at the minute, I'm leaning more towards it's just a reused model.
Mm.
But yeah, definitely could be.
So who is it? No idea. Car definitely stops, and they leave it on that point.
Come here now.
Enough games. I want that man's head. Now go. Of course, Mother.
You ain't gonna do shit. Let's go and upgrade my
Ethan
gun.
was right there, and you didn't know.
They really are stupid, aren't they? Hello, Duke.
It's a
Wait.
pleasure to see you safe. How were things?
I love the Duke's theme. It's so cool.
Same here.
Sorry it turned out that way. Well, you'll find your way to her once you're out of this castle.
I just seen no one's comment. I don't know
Do
if
you
like
have
RE
need of
done emotional
anything
will
for
for
the road
characters they were making you feel for.
Thanks
Yeah,
to your
for an RE
consistent
game, I feel like
patronage,
this
I've
game is
expanded my service.
so solid with making you care about characters and making you involved with the story. I think it's the most well-written story of Resident Evil by far. Resident Evil's never really been consistent with stories. There's always been a lot of mess ups and a lot of inconsistencies, which is one of my biggest problems with RE.
It's
But it's
rare
my
that you have,
favourite.
like, emotion like you have in this game. compared
Exactly.
To the others, you know?
Yeah.
You've had emotion before, in some of the games and whatever, but not to this level, this extent.
You know, that's RE's my favourite thing of all time. Like, it's literally my favourite thing ever. I absolutely love it, but yeah, it has its faults.
I just like this new road they're going down with the games, even the remakes. Like a lot of the characters, they never used to swear and stuff. Like there's much more emotion put into the characters now, and they're still got that cheesiness to them, which is like that charm that Resident Evil's always had. But I like the tone. It's more horror.
Splendid.
I think.
Do you know its worth?
As long as they keep it like this, I think all the games would be great. It's definitely better than the path they were going down a couple of years ago.
Yeah, at least we're not in the RE6 days.
Have you guys got more videos upcoming about RE8 theories and stuff? I'm very intrigued what Capcom's going to do for RE9.
Definitely.
We have
We've got loads.
We do.
Yeah.
Play with me some more.
About the BSAA and stuff, and yeah, a lot of what goes, a lot of what follows this game, what the BSAA are doing, and yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Basically, I won't go into it here, but we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do have a load of videos, a load of lore videos to do with stuff in this game, stuff you may have like the Umbrella links. There is a load of videos we've got to do. There's so many to the point where I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you, in terms of videos we want to do.
It is hard talking about one thing without going on to the next topic. It's really cool. It's all linked up in ways which were mentioned. I don't feel like I talk about it properly just off the bat.
I was worried my sisters had gotten to you first.
Wait, Dave, read that bottom comment.
You...
Read that comment. I can't read it because I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask something to say. Why do you think they never let us get to know the villagers more instead of killing them off really fast in the village part? Then have you wandering around a mainly empty village for most of it. I don't think that was the original plan, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they decided to cut a load of content from the villagers. Maybe they just thought it wasn't necessary.
I think they definitely had more planned with the villagers because
they did. Because the first trailer shows a lot of screens, and I'm pretty sure Elena, she was meant to have a part with Ethan, wasn't she? Wasn't there like early leaks about that or something that came out recently?
Yeah, whether that was sure or not, I'm not sure. But what I gathered from the villagers part is Elena says to Ethan specifically, I don't think it's a thing a lot of people have caught on to, but she says to Ethan, I hope you find your family, I hope your family's safe. Yet he never mentions anything about his family. So that was there's obviously cut content there. They was definitely meant to do more. What they were meant to do though, I have no clue. So they probably were going to have more of a role, much more of a role, but they decided to cut things. There's definitely cut content there, we just don't know what content it is. Honestly, I don't think we'll ever know, to be honest with you, because it's not in any of the concept arts or anything like that.
Yeah, usually they show stuff like that with the concept art and behind the scenes, but they haven't shown anything. So
I would have liked more with the villagers.
I would have liked Louisa's house to have been there as like a little safe house. You can go there. Imagine you could keep going back to check on them, and there'll be like new dialogue here and there throughout the game. That'd have been pretty cool. But yeah, I guess that's just they just wanted to cut it. And also Donna's husband and kids. Donna's husband and kids? I don't believe I've heard of that.
Yeah, they cut apart completely. And also about Donna's husband and kids. Yeah, that's the concept art stuff. They briefly mentioned that.
Oh, is that with the director's comments?
It's when you hover over the concept art, it tells you the director's comments.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
Run.
Yeah, I would have liked more with Donna. I like that house a lot. It's terrifying. I'd like it to be a bit longer.
I think you're both bang on about Rose's test, so I'm not so sure she meant experiments on her. It could be tests like military training, things like that. It could be, but I don't feel like Rose even needs military training, because by the sounds of it, the powers she has are like nothing we've seen before. So I don't even feel like military training would even be beneficial to her. By the sounds of it, if she wanted to, she sounds like she could wipe out the whole of Chris's army just by herself.
It sounds like she's got what Eleven has in Stranger Things.
Yeah,
like
it does.
Make shit happen.
It sounds like she's literally got like she's probably one of the most powerful characters. So I don't know. I don't personally think it's military training. It could be, but the way she says tests, and then she says to Ethan like, you know how it is, and then the guy shows up. So she's like, but then again, you could be right because the guy says
you're needed.
You're needed. So yeah. What would she be needed for? It's possible. Definitely possible.
It's possible. It's all theorizing right now. We don't even know how far that is in the future. But I am hoping that she's rapidly aging. I really am.
Yeah, do not do a 15-year time.
I would hate
time
to
jump.
have a 18-year time skip, because Capcom will either have to go way into the future and make all of our heroes not playable much anymore, or we won't be seeing that Rose story continue for bloody ages. Plus, it would be a bit messy, wouldn't it? I don't know how they would just make it hard on them to write the stories.
Barry would literally be dead. Like Barry would be. He might as well be dead because he definitely will not be doing what he's doing in Rev 2.
There's something very interesting with Barry, which we'll go into in the video, but the fact that Natalia is living with him, and
have I really just fucked myself here, haven't I?
Alex Wesker has kind of taken over Natalia in a way. She has access now to BSAA information since Barry works with them.
Yeah, it's stuff we're going to go into in the video.
That could easily be where Resident Evil goes next. Like a Rose. Or in the future, like a Rose and Alex Wesker type.
Natalia, well, Alex Wesker is Natalia, isn't she? So,
yeah,
hell, but that's where it could
Natalia
be going.
right now is 20 years old, I think. She's 20.
Yeah, about 20 years old.
So, yeah, she's old enough to possibly be even working for the BSAA, which is super dangerous because that is... Alex is in there somewhere, so, you know, it's very interesting to think about.
Basically, David come up with something that does sound very plausible for a maybe an RE9 or maybe a Rev 3, Revelations 3. And we're hyped to get that video out there whenever we do that.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex Wesker is really cool. They do need to use her more. I would like to see a game of her, like a past game of her. That's like
they made a brand new model
there.
for her, sort of for not really a model, but like an artwork for Resistance, and then
Resistance.
That's what I was getting my hopes up for.
Such a cool like render for her, but you never see it. You never see her.
Do you wish the other houses were like the castle, as in puzzles, and how the castle was for old school players, to Resident Evil fans? The Castle Magic Code Veronica.
I mean, I do.
Honestly,
I
not
do
really.
I do wish there was more of like the puzzle stuff like this.
Yeah,
but
more of the puzzle stuff. Yeah, but
I like the variety.
Yeah, that's what I think makes this game so well paced and so different to others and so enjoyable to play. Is that no place feels the same. Every single section of this game feels different. Everything you do in this game as you progress, nothing feels like you're repeating yourself basically. So yeah, like the fanboy in me would like that, but at the same time, that's why this game works really well, basically. So I guess yes and no. I never know what masks go here. This is Rage, and I've put play. Why am I a fucking idiot? What's wrong with me? She's right behind me, isn't she?
That fucking got you. There you go, people. Morgan just shit himself live on stream. I don't think I've ever
Oh my lord, you motherfucker! I can't even make any more health.
Now seen I got.
Wait, why can't I make any?
Oh dear, you better run to the.
Because my inventory's full. I thought I was seeing shit there.
I'd love the Duke to like comment on that. Him talking about he can imagine he says something like he can hear Alcine's mad or just comments on her. It'd be funny.
Maru feels 100% like a Revelations boss. Yeah, definitely. I love Maru. I love that boss fight.
Anything like that. And buy it.
Baru's a really cool place to go. Actually, I like his boss design. It's a character in general I really like. That whole area of the game's really fun.
Have a wonderful adventure.
That's another boss that took me hours. I had to knife him in the end, by the way. I glitched him and knifed him. He got stuck. And I said this to Morgan yesterday, if I didn't get Maru stuck that boss fight on Village Shadows mode, I'm not sure if I could have got past that. I don't think I had the ammo.
Yeah, that's right, Alcina.
So I had to get him stuck. And it took me about 40 minutes. I was swiping him for 40 minutes. And I did it.
Yeah, David was literally swiping him for 40 minutes straight.
Yeah, he was
On
stuck
Village
in one
Shadows.
position. Oh, man. That playthrough was nuts. It's okay, you see Maru again, the RE4 remake, the Lego fight. Hell yeah. Yes, we will.
No place left to run, yet you can't enter here. Ha! Come look, you can get me. You can get me.
Stupid man thing. Be careful, she can. Just like Mr. X can punch you as you're in the doorway, she can do that too.
That backfired, didn't it? That really backfired. That was stupid of me. Why did I do that?
So we're
You
going.
fucking
Need one more mask, right?
I don't know if I should just restart you know, because I just, do you know what? There are two health items I could have just
How many
saved
more
myself.
masks do you need?
I've got all the masks.
All the masks.
She's
Okay,
just
so we're going to fight the boss now.
yeah. Right, quick. Joy. No, it's not Joy. It most certainly isn't Joy Morgan. It is
Don't ask me, I always fuck this up.
Sora. It's not Sora.
Come on.
Alcina, can you please just piss off?
Expanded my services. Please,
Ooh.
come take a look.
I need to upgrade these again, don't I?
Well,
Duke's
then,
taking the piss a bit, and you can see Ethan's in trouble. Ooh,
Yeah.
dies way too easy though for me. Like you can kill him the fastest out of them all. I was watching a speedrun actually, and yeah, he killed Maru in like under 3 minutes on Village of Shadows. At that point, I had about 30 handgun rounds. I had no
satisfied?
magnum
I
ammo.
believe this is a fair price.
Nothing, but yeah,
I look forward
when
to
you play
seeing
again and you have the right amount of ammo and stuff, I suppose he can be quite easy to kill. I was at a point though where I was absolutely fucked. I kind of messed up a lot on this game when playing first time.
Can these mark? I can't bother to just. I'm being lazy here because I can't bother to check the holes.
You think Leon's grandkids visit him at the time at home, or
Let me just search them because this is annoying me. Right,
I think for sure Leon still has that haircut.
yeah.
He'll always have that haircut.
Leon will be like 200 years old and
You know
still
what?
have that.
I'm actually really interested in the future. I'm talking about 10, 15 years time. What Capcom actually do with like the characters? Are they going to build a new generation of heroes, or are they going to?
They have to.
They can't.
You
'cause
can't
I
have
think
Leon
even-
doing what he's doing at like 80 years old. It just can't
no,
happen.
I was thinking something. You know how you can't really be Leon. You can be Leon in a Resident Evil. No, he was a rookie. You can't really be like a superhero Leon, right? And have that scare factor to a game. Because he's dodging lasers and shit, isn't he? But if they're older and they can't move as well, that could actually be something that like would make sense for you to move slower and stuff. But don't worry, I don't think they're going to do a 60-year-old Leon.
Why am I like? Why is this part taking me so long? It's never taken me this long before.
Wait, what? Because I've just been talking and like reading the chat.
I think that's what it is. I keep looking over to the chat.
Are you having problems putting the masks in?
No, it's because she's just not pissing off. This is pleasure, I think. Of course, it's not pleasure, is it? It wouldn't be pleasure, would it be, Morgan? No, of course it wouldn't. This would be pleasure.
Finished, Ethan Winters!
She's pissed.
Run! Right, these are slowest doors ever. Wait, should I have bought loot?
You have 121 handgun ammo.
Yeah, I know, but
Remember how much it took you yesterday when you was playing? You remember?
no, I have no shotgun ammo either, and I don't have any rifle. Yeah, I need to do something now. I need to buy ammo.
As you wish.
As you wish. Do I buy it? Do you use the free stuff? I might as well. I'm just going for a casual playthrough. I'm not trying to do any challenges or whatever.
Anything else?
So JP Gaming says, I love this game. There's one plot inconsistency of Donna Benviento.
Uh-huh.
What's that plot?
Yeah, I
plot
don't
issue?
remember seeing any plot inconsistencies with her. Because I forgot.
We even predicted this actually in our breakdown, didn't we? That Alcina will be
stabbed with this.
Dagger,
yeah.
Or there'd be something to. I don't know if we exactly said that, but we said it would involve that.
So here we go. First boss fight. First
Gotta
house
find
down.
me a big Mummy Milkers ASMR video. There is definitely one out there. You know there is. 100%.
You've ruined everything!
That's killing me.
This is actually one of the only boss fights in the game that I weren't a big fan of in terms of her design. I mean, it's a cool boss fight. I was kind of hoping Alcina would have more of a
More of a tyrant type.
not only that, like she has like wings and stuff, but she has more of a design like, you know, Alexia from Code Veronica, like that. I was kind of hoping her boss form would look like that, but
Yeah.
still a fun fight though.
Looks like your outside matches your inside.
You'll die a painful death.
Does Chris Knife do more damage than normal knife?
Yeah.
How doable is
Yeah,
knife
it
running
does.
knife? Mate, it is
Knife-
very powerful.
If you play on casual, his knife is ridiculously
It's
powerful.
free. It's free hits to to the Lycans and to the vampire thing. It's free hits. to
Yeah,
them.
and you swing faster, so it's so easy.
Yeah, it is
And
ridiculously easy.
I am not good enough either to get the lightsaber yet. I don't know if I ever will. So I'm going to be doing knife only with that at some point to get the platinum. I've already tested it out and it's pretty simple.
Wait, am I being stupid?
You good?
Where is she? I've got my headphones on backwards, haven't I? Of course I have. I've got my headphones reversed.
You did it before with RE7.
Hold up. Why do I always do this? It's so irritating. House of the Dragon leaks.
Always looking forward to that.
I ain't even watching it. When Dimitrescu says Ethan and Miranda were the only people who saw her in her mutated form, how does she turn when she was with Miranda? Because I thought she can't do it on command. She can
Something
do it.
must have happened in the past.
She
to do
can
with that.
do it on demand, but it's that it's explained in the game. It's something basically what happens is, I think when she takes like damage like that, when she's in that sort of scenario, what Ethan stabbing her with that poison thing basically stopped it, so made it so she couldn't heal, basically, because she has regenerative abilities, but the knife stopped that from happening. Because it says in one of the books that someone tried to kill her before with that knife. It's a poisonous knife, and that's where you get the knife from. It is that guy. The coffin you get that knife from is the guy who tried to kill her before, and that's why she hid it away, because she's terrified of it, because it's the only thing that can sort of kill her. I wasn't even standing outside. What are you doing? What was that? But yeah, to answer your question, I'm pretty sure she can do it on command. I'm not entirely sure. That it does explain it, and I've just forgotten.
I doubt we should have stayed otherwise. I think it's clear there.
Because all of them can, so why wouldn't Alcina be any different? Like Maru can, he can change on demand as well.
Maru's is more like he doesn't wait to happen at times. He can't really control his at times, remember? Because he's like not again. So he kind of just changes.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I not shooting her? Why am I not shooting her? Emergency meeting. Amogus. Run! Wait, has she not destroyed all the things yet? Oh, she hasn't. I thought she did. Maybe I just didn't see or notice. It's in one of the files. Maybe you just missed the file, but it is explained. I'm pretty sure it's explained.
It is. Everything is getting explained, which is good.
Yeah. Why do you call him Maru? Isn't it Moreau? It's just how I first pronounced it, and can't bother to change it. Same reason people call her.
It's a bad habit. When the game first came out, I was calling the names like
Moreau. I was gonna Google it to see how it's said. Same with Benviento. I'd say Benviento. It's Beneviento, but I just don't care.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. It's the same with people who call it Domitrescu and stuff like that.
Moreau.
You know who we fucking mean.
Salvatore.
Yeah, ain't no one calling him Salvatore.
Yeah. Oh man, because I was on this boss fight for so long when playing it on.
Giving you PTSD.
Yeah, just she doesn't shut up, and that law was playing for about 2 hours. Yeah, Salvatore Moss.
But you didn't even.
No. Wait, what?
I thought that was an instant death.
Yeah, I thought it was an instant death.
I don't know what's going on here. Like, I'm not even being directly. I was behind the wall, but apparently you have to be well away, because that happened to me a minute ago as well. When I was in one of those little things.
House McGill.
This has been pistol only so far. I just realised.
There's no turning back.
Yeah,
done it, yay.
The stuff about Donna, I also assumed that walking through the graveyard, flowers, did that on the way through. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I thought. Good move.
Oh shit! I was reading the comment. I got so lost in the comment.
Yeah, I don't know if you can die there, but
I don't know. You probably can. I was reading the comment though about the about how you don't have any flowers in the beginning cutscene, and that's true. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't really look around there when walking through. I just assumed, okay, that's what happened, because the file after you leave that place tells you. It's so loud, isn't it?
Oh yeah, is this really loud for chat? My apologies if it is. The boss fights in this game for some reason is really, really loud. I've done this pistol only so far. I think I use like 5 sniper rounds, but mostly.
Come on, you got this. Hey, I'm trying to... In fact, did I like her too?
Yeah, you did. You have to fight Chuck McGill using your mobile phone. For sake. The law is sacred.
Or your objective is to turn on the electricity.
Yeah.
And it's done. Remove his space blanket.
Actually, Chuck McGill would be quite content here. There's no electricals or anything. Actually, no, the lights are on. That's a lie.
No, it's mostly candles, isn't it? Yes.
In other places, yeah. Not Castle Dimitrescu, though.
Yeah.
He wouldn't like Castle Dimitrescu.
I don't know why we're trying to discuss why Chuck McGill would be okay in Resident Evil 8, but okay, yeah.
Alternate lore.
Cheers. Cheers for that, Dave. You made us discuss Chuck McGill in Resident Evil 8.
Lore video coming soon. Chuck McGill is in fact in the RE universe. I feel like Ethan should have just accepted him, and Heisenberg was willing to work with him to take down Miranda and get his daughter back. I mean, yeah, it would have made things a bit easier for him, wouldn't it? Even if he didn't fully work with him, like he just worked with him to get Miranda out of the way, and then he just fucked Heisenberg over.
Yeah, it kind of would have saved him going through all that shit at the factory.
Yeah.
Audio is perfect. Okay.
That's what we like to hear.
I have mine turned all the way up. I guess it's just different because I'm on the stream with you.
Gunpowder. This is what I mean. Like, look, there's been no struggle at all on hardcore mode. It may just be because I've played the game so many times, so I just know where like all the I know where everything is. And I know how to dodge enemies now. But it feels like it's so generous. Like I used my pistol for most of that fight. Look, I still have so much ammo left. I didn't use the shotgun once. House Dimitrescu done in by the likes of you.
Do some fishing.
Hear our voice together as one in reverence. We call on thee within the end as the midnight moon rises on black wings.
We await the light at the end of.
How does Chuck McGill do his tasks in electrical? You're such an idiot, man. Shut the fuck up.
I almost died up at that castle.
That is such a stupid comment.
What is going on around here?
How can a man be almost dead? That's a question for the wise.
Yeah, he's fully
dead. You know
dead.
what I mean. And I still haven't found Rose. Where did Mother Miranda take her?
Sold the fish on my first playthrough. Gaudi, I think every single person actually did that. From what I've seen, so many people did it, me included. I did the exact same thing, and I needed that on Village Shadows. Like I could have done with that so much, because you pick it up and it says, "Take this to the Duke." You take it to the Duke and you think, "Hold up a minute, do I just have to sell it?"
I think that's a mistake in the game.
I think it is.
It tries to. It assumes that you're going to have to sell it.
Yeah, it shouldn't tell you.
Stuff's not there until after House Beneviento. Yeah. So.
How much did Heisenberg fight piss you off because you couldn't use the healing sitting in the machine, especially on Shadows?
Hey.
Yeah, that is a very annoying.
Not
Yeah.
not as much as our boss fights. For me.
Yeah, exactly. For me, I didn't actually struggle on Heisenberg at all.
I did that on my second time. I remember I died once and then I got him on the second.
Yeah, I think it was the same for me. It was the exact same for me.
The
But it is
second one.
annoying. It is annoying.
It is, yeah.
How you can't heal.
Because it's you're just stuck on this one gun. You can't really use anything. So
Once you learn the trick to him, like when he comes near you, use the rocket because it blows him back. Then you can. And that's how you keep your distance for him. Make sure he doesn't hit you. Of course, the granny you see is Miranda. Like the old granny in RE7 was over it.
yeah,
Yep.
something that a lot of people were saying even during the demo.
Yeah, a lot of people were predicting that early on.
Because when Miranda walks away, then you see the witch where she was. So it's like,
You ain't. You...
really? Well, that's bullshit, isn't it? Oh wait.
Oh wait, yeah, okay,
That's
cool.
pretty cool. You can get it no matter what. Nice. Remember what
we'll
Ethan
never
says here,
find out.
looking at the logo. Me and Morgan got our hopes up here because I had a theory that maybe Ethan was experimenting on when he was younger. And when he said that, this pattern looks familiar.
Yeah.
I was really thinking, like, I wonder
remember.
if he knows about Umbrella, like, when he was way younger. Like, I kind of had this.
You had this theory that he was because he could. Obviously, at this point, you didn't know about the
I
mold
thought,
and all
what
that.
if he? Basically, my overall thing was like, what if he was special before the Baker incident? Like, but
Yeah, because you could take all this damage and all that, and he can regenerate. What if he was like an Umbrella experiment? That was going to be the big reveal of the game.
yeah,
And
and that's
then
why
we
he
saw
thought that was
that.
familiar. But
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course, he goes down a different road. But I got really excited for a second. I was like, wait, why
Because
did he
also
find
that
familiar?
went into why they weren't showing his face either. Was thinking if they're not showing his face, maybe it's because
Of a
like,
certain
we was
thing.
just spitballing ideas. But that was a cool theory that they
Yeah.
come with.
I guess it's just the Blue Umbrella stuff at the end of RE7. Umbrella Law revealed, named after a crown drawing in a cave. Don't put it like that.
I wish they did go into why, like the actual origins of that logo, but we'll never ever know now. We will never
Goes
ever know.
back to like the fucking Vikings and stuff.
It goes back to centuries ago. We'll never learn it.
Not sure if it's of value, but
Why, you have your daughter right in your own hands.
At this point, I was like, what the hell is this?
I was thinking that's very dark, very dark.
It's the way Ethan writes it down in his diary too. It's fucking hilarious. So he's like, so Rose was divided into 4 flasks. So casual. It's like, that's your daughter, man.
Yeah, that's your daughter, mate. She's cut up and put into 4 flasks. Come on.
So Rose is divided into 4 flasks.
There's another video I want to do as well, Dave. That I just remembered
Oh, what's that?
about what who is the mystery of E002. You'd never find out. Is it going to be something that's going to be in RE9?
Yeah.
Was Blue Umbrella ever actually explained? Yeah, they explain it briefly in the Not Hero DLC in RE7. Basically, in 2007, they rebooted the company basically with old employees, like employees that actually did work for Umbrella back in the day. They redid Umbrella
from this
and decided to make up for all the shit things that like the higher ups did in Umbrella. Basically, just a long story short, they decided to reboot Umbrella, call it Umbrella, Blue Umbrella, and change,
bioterrorism.
make it against bioterrorism instead of what they were known for. Just trying to rebrand, essentially.
Which is pretty weird when you think about it.
But a lot of people think that Chris works for Blue Umbrella when that isn't the case. He helped fund them. The BSA helped fund them, but Chris says in RE7 he doesn't like working with them because obviously the history.
This is a lie.
But yeah, not really much to it, to be honest. Other than that, don't hear about him in this game at all or anything.
Yeah, I don't know if that's one of those things that they're just going to drop and never really mention.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But it's actually pretty funny. Going into the future, Umbrella is the good side and BSA is the bad side.
Yeah.
So it's completely switched around.
Yes.
Saw a video before Luke could be one of the villagers. And Miranda experimented on him, but he ended up being a good guy by helping Ethan like near the end when he took Ethan to Miranda. Yeah, he's the most mysterious character, but that
Yeah, anything.
me. That's
Honestly,
possible.
with the Duke, anything's possible at the minute. He's so mysterious. We literally learn
He's
nothing about him.
definitely. We see him at one point with the jar, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the gift. So, yeah,
Good day.
I'm not sure. Some people think that like he's in Ethan's head, but then that goes against some of the diaries in the game.
Yeah, it
Especially
definitely goes
one
against
diary in the castle where he's meeting with Alcina.
Mm. In the concept art, it does say he was meant to originally be a Fifth Lord.
Oh right.
So
right, yeah.
that was their original plans of him, but for whatever reason that changed. I didn't put too much thought into what he is actually. He is interesting though. There's so many theories you can come up with. That's why I like the Duke. He's so mysterious.
I
mean, even his theme.
As Ethan was fighting Miranda, he just decided to ride off.
We're going to see him again in RE9.
Yeah, so we'll see him again down the line. He's just riding off right now.
Oh, I must have missed this up again actually. What the hell? Do I have a... I do have a lockpick. Nice. I think it's shotgun shells in here, I believe. Chris doesn't trust Blue Umbrella, even the BSA, which is one of the he was one of the founders when the Zoe report. Yeah, that report is so good. I love that. For those who haven't read it, after RE7, Chris basically finds out what the BSA are doing, which is trying to cover the Baker incident up. Like they go really into it with the Baker incident report about how much the BSA covered up, and they really did cover it up. And obviously, Chris being Chris against bioterrorism and all that, did not like that at all. So he went rogue with the Hound Wolf squad in this game. That's why he's so detached from the BSA.
Yep. We were saying, wasn't we? Why did Chris move Ethan and Mia and family to somewhere so close to this village?
Yeah,
Like,
the thing
that's
is,
a
right,
bit
so
weird,
Chris...
right?
So, before the events of Resident Evil 7, it's also said that Chris and the BSA went to take down the connections in Europe, in Eastern Europe to be precise. He went to take them down. They weren't successful. They were meant to stop Evelyn. They weren't successful. Evelyn got away, and then basically the events of RE7 happened where, you know, the boat washed up and all that. And then he proceeds to move Ethan and Mia to a location in Eastern Europe where the connections are like active.
Most active.
How does that make any sense? That's the only thing that
Not
I think
only
is a flaw in this.
I find it
a big
strange
thing,
how
a big flaw.
he moved them to a place so close to this village. Like, that's a coincidence. I don't know.
The way I see that is...
Not explained. The way I see it as the BSAA did that, and but no, it doesn't even say Chris moved them here. He says Chris specifically, doesn't he?
Well, it may just be he may just say Chris because Chris is the only person he knows from BSA.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe
BSA
the
is Chris.
The BSAA know things that they shouldn't, and they're now the bad guys, aren't they? So. Chris used Ethan and his family on purpose to get Miranda, who he was tracking for a few years.
Why does it say that? Is that in one of the reports or something? Because I must have missed that. If that was the case.
I mean, I don't
remember
know.
reading
think
that.
I don't either, but I don't know.
If he did do that, that's a very dick move on Chris's part. And that is a very out of character for Chris. He was from what I know, he was tracking the connections. I don't think there's ever mention of Mother Miranda. I may be wrong though. I have only gone over the files once in this game. But I guess the connections are a direct
Chris
link
would
to-
Chris would have to know all the ins and outs.
Oh, fuck off.
I don't think he. But then again, he's quite.
I think the more
Kinda
he
quiet.
learned, he went rogue.
Yeah.
That's what the Baker report makes it seem like.
Yeah, it's a bit messy, really, like most Resident Evil stories. But like,
Yeah, I know. Trying to think too in depth of Resident Evil is like,
yeah, I think they've left a lot of it for us to find out in a Revelations game or in Resident Evil 9.
Hmm.
And yeah, Geldy Jill is still with the BSAA as far as we know, which is very interesting because
apparently
I
she's, yeah.
personally hope Jill is the character to play as in RE9 because we
Yeah,
haven't heard
they-
of her in timeline since 2005.
They need to do more with
So it's
Jill,
like-
man. They really do.
She's been gone for so long, and she's like one of the
She's Chris's best friend, his
yeah, she's
partner
the
in.
OG.
Like, it doesn't make sense to not even at least acknowledge her. I don't know why they're just not acknowledging her.
Yeah,
Literally
and
just a note. At the very least, a fucking note to acknowledge her. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. And even in and Jill in 3 remake was so good. Like, just give us more Jill.
Yeah, they
Just
kept
give us
all of
another
her
Jill
original
in a mainline
traits.
game.
They kept all of her like unique and just original traits, but then added more to her,
Mm.
which is what I loved about.
I
RE3.
like her personality and stuff in 3 remake.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yes,
in
more
that.
questions and answers. Always with Resident Evil. Always like 10 like answers and then like 10 more questions.
Yeah. But with this game, I like to think that they know where they're going with like the BSAA stuff, and plus there's so many games in development right now. So many like we don't know exactly what, but from the leak stuff from like a year ago, we know that there's a lot of games being made.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the personality, Dave. Ada's meant to be in this. If that's the case, then Leon will be there. You can't have one without the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, I read about
Isn't
the concept art. That was
Joel's
really
been
cool.
Neglected. Maybe that's. Didn't they say there was conflicts with the story? That's why Ada wasn't. They decided against that. It was conflicting stuff. Maybe that's why. Maybe it was too detached. Plus, she's going to be an RE4 remake, so maybe they just thought, we'll leave it till then. I love how they were going to make her look in this game, though. She's on a badass.
Yeah, Ada was on the plague mask and all that was gonna be sick.
Yeah, that was so cool.
But I do understand why they cut her, because from what they made it seem like she was going to be doing, I would have preferred her to just not be in the game. She was apparently meant to just arrive, help Ethan in this out of that part, the beginning part, and then just go. Like, if that was just so pointless. If they were going to actually have a big role, then I'm all for it. But from the sounds of things, I think that's why they cut it. They probably realised how weak that is and how pointless it actually is.
Yeah, and like Jay said, Leon's always been
With Ada, yeah.
Ada, so
it would feel very odd.
Mm.
I'm so lost about all these companies: Lola Umbrella, Blue Umbrella, the Connections, BSAA. I don't know all their roles in the RE franchise. Well, RE, you got to remember, goes back 25 years. It is a really
Stuff I
lore-driven
forget
game.
about completely.
Whereas the lore doesn't make sense a lot of the time, it is a very lore-driven game. Like, they are story games, so even to explain it would be ridiculous. But we do plan to do videos explaining stuff like that, like lore videos, just about the BSA, about Blue Umbrella and all that. But long story short, they're all corrupt bastards. Umbrella is probably the most well-known, obviously, the ones who created like the T-Virus and all that, the events of RE1, 2, 3. Blue Umbrella are Umbrella employees who had nothing to do with the corrupt doings of the higher-ups of Umbrella, basically. And they basically like reformed Umbrella in RE7. The BSA are against bioterrorism, so they're the ones who take out corporations like
That was
Umbrella
like
and stuff like that.
That was like the big new good guys
Yeah.
company, but now they're basically like Umbrella. They're like no different. They're sending in bioweapons
come
and stuff.
on, man. You really gonna make me waste a fucking pipe bomb here?
It can be pretty confusing.
Yeah. If
Lots of
you're new
mentions.
to the story, it can definitely be confusing. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start personally.
You kind of got yourself in a bit of a bad position here.
I don't know why this is happening. I'm restarting that shit. What was that? What was that bollocks? Wait, you haven't started me here, have you? I do have my pistol. Yeah, I do.
Geldy wants one of the. Well, don't you think it's time they kill one of the big protagonists off? I said that before it was even. When the trailer got announced, I was like, would they have the balls to kill off Chris? I don't think they ever would.
I personally don't think they will. But now that they've killed Ethan, I know Ethan's not a big character by any means, but the fact that they've actually killed a protagonist gives me hope.
Maybe they will save that. The day it does happen, or with whatever game that does happen, that's going to be a huge deal. I think Barry is probably going to be the first one to go. Not because of his age, but because well, not just because of his age, but he's kind of living with Alex Wesker.
He's living with Alex Wesker, yeah.
Not good for him, is it?
Nah.
You know?
I think...
older now, so.
See, Geldy, I said in one of the videos, I kind of want Chris to die in this game. Like before this game came out, I was like, I kind of want Chris to die because I want to know that our characters aren't safe. But if I could choose who to die first, I would choose Barry, just because I feel like Barry's a fan favorite. Not everyone likes Chris. Yeah, I feel like everyone loves Barry, but not everyone. You can't dislike Barry. Barry's not giving you a reason to dislike him. Whereas Chris has had his moments. I feel like Chris has had his moments. You know, I understand people who don't like Chris. Like they're not telling Ethan stuff and all that. They're valid reasons to dislike him, I feel like. And you can just find him boring. But I don't even feel like you can find Barry boring. Barry's such an interesting character. He's so badass and cringy.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? It's his charm.
Like, Barry is just lovable. He's just a lovable character. So
yeah, so I feel like the best person to kill would be Barry.
Plus, he's from he is an OG. Like he's one of the first in the mansion instant and stuff. So.
And they're not going to use him anyway, so just get him.
And plus, it's not the end of the world. You've got flashback games. You've got loads. You can go back in time and have a Barry mission. They can remake. What was that game with Barry and Leon?
Resident Evil Gaiden.
Yeah, they can remake that.
I found these
or
they
PS5
should.
Or something.
Now tell me how to fix this.
Like, you can kill off characters and still use them in the future if it goes into certain stories.
Key and collect all of your little roses flasks.
Where are the rest of them?
Leon should have died too. Imagine.
You have the one, and the other
I wish
lords
Wesker.
He just flies off with Vader.
Lords?
You wish what?
I miss Wesker.
I miss Wesker.
Albert Wesker.
I miss Wesker.
He was such a cool character, such a cool villain.
He was.
Four lords serve under.
He was Resident Evil, man. He was behind every
great.
thing that happened. All corrupt bastards. That's all I needed to know. Yep, they're all corrupt bastards. Or if they're not corrupt bastards, they will be in like 4 games time. Basically. The RE storyline is very interesting though. It is really interesting. It's very. It's definitely gripping. There's so many cool things about it.
The third is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past
Excuse me, Duke. It's Maru. It's Moreau.
It's Maru.
Said that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters.
It's not the only monster that lives in those waters.
The fourth and most dangerous.
What I saw is
Lycans, I guess, isn't it?
On the village outskirts.
But they don't live there. I don't get that.
Project. Let's just say parts of the
I really like Heisenberg's factory.
I like the fact he's got his own army of like. He calls them the Metal Army. That's really cool.
Yeah, the Metal Army.
If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks. I'll do you a personal favor. I've marked the Lord's locations on your map.
Thank you, Duke. Thank you.
Some treasures still lurk in this village. I'm sure each one will prove of great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Oh yeah, Albert probably would have become a joke if he was like bang on too long.
Yeah, the stuff they made in WWE5 was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Like he had the chance to kill Chris so many times and just didn't do it. It's like, it doesn't. Like with the, I know he did in other games as well, like Code Veronica and stuff like that. But stuff stopped him from killing him. Like there was a file or someone was showing up, so it at least made sense why he let Chris go. But in RE5, when you knew how close Chris was to getting to kill you and you still let him go over and over again, it just made no sense. Like, Wesker's not stupid. He is not stupid, but he wouldn't do that. He just wouldn't do that. Whereas I like the story in RE5. I feel like there's so many questionable things about it.
Yeah, I like RE5, but This is probably one of those things where like people will be like, no, but I personally would just remake the series, up until 7. Remake 4, 5, and 6.
Remake
If you're
4,
gonna
5, and 6.
Remake 4. Do 4, 5, and 6, especially 6.
The thing that I don't get is like with RE, the games do need to be remade. 4 needs to be remade, 5 needs to be remade, and 6. I wouldn't say needs, but it wouldn't hurt.
Think,
like they could benefit. All they'll do is benefit from it. 4 would massively benefit. The story in 4, I think, is quite weak. The gameplay is, in my opinion, honestly, more outdated than fixed camera angles, because it's over the shoulder tank controls, and that does not age well. Like, I personally do not think the controls of RE4 have aged well. Like, it's still playable and it's not bad, but to say that it wouldn't benefit from a remake, I think is a lie. Like, imagine RE2 controls over the shoulder with RE4. It'd be so good. It could arguably be one of the best games.
It would. I think any remake would benefit with the new engine.
Yeah. Code Veronica,
that's
like Jay said there.
That's why I don't get why people get so mad over remakes, because it's like the original. It's as if people go on as if like you're taking the original RE4 and erasing it from history.
Yeah, the original RE4 is still going to be there.
You can still play it; it's still there. But like people were mad over the RE2 and 3 remake as well, and it's just like you could be mad over what the game was and stuff, but the original's still there.
Yeah.
And yeah, Code Veronica. I would love a remake of Code Veronica.
The only time I don't agree with that is when they remake like movies. I guess that's when that logic for me goes out the window. And I'll happily admit that. Like the original's still there. Like, I don't care. Don't just leave movies alone. Certain movies that get remakes are just terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I think Zero.
Cough, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Zero would be a game to remake.
Zero. Honestly,
Veronica, I would say Code Veronica does need it the most.
Yeah, Code Veronica does need it the most. 100%. There's something about that game.
I can't get into it as much as the other Resident Evil games.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I just
like it.
Can't get into it as much.
I really because like I do like it. It's just there's just something about it. It's got one of the best soundtracks, but I don't know. I think that would definitely benefit of a remake. I think a remake would be amazing for that, especially with the soundtrack. Can you imagine the remade soundtrack?
Yeah, the soundtrack would be so good. That's if they didn't. That's if they actually stuck to the original soundtrack and didn't go for more ambient.
Yeah, don't
like
change
they
it.
Usually do.
We'll see though.
Yeah, we'll have to see with that.
It's all opinions. Isn't it?
I think they're gonna do main lines first and then go into like Outbreak and Code Veronica. Though personally, even though it would make them a lot of money, I think that's what they're gonna do. I thought they were going to do that. I thought when I heard doing 3 remake that they may not have blown up Raccoon City and reboot the story from that onwards, remaking 4 a new story. Yeah, that would have been cool, because the ending of RE3 is quite shit. Our ending of RE3 remake, like the original's way better in terms of the ending. Miranda gave Heisenberg his powers just for him to build a metal army, which he planned to take her down with. Then he gets killed by Ethan. I find that quite funny. Yeah, all that planning, then Ethan comes along and just basically
just a
fucks all
guy.
of it. Yeah, he just comes over and just puts a stop to all of it.
At the time. He just appears on the scene and just
he spends all that time,
down.
all that time building his metal army for Ethan to come along and just end it in one night. It's different before though, because it doesn't need a remake. 2 and 3 did, and I was excited for them. Love 2 remake, but 3 remake is trash, absolute trash. I think number one, I do think 4 does need a remake, or not need. Need is a strong word. I think 4 would benefit massively from a remake, because I think there's a lot of things that people love talking about the positives of RE4, but they don't acknowledge the negatives. I think there's a lot of negatives of RE4. I think the controls are very annoying playing in modern day. Like, they work, but they were annoying because they, as I said, tank controls over the shoulder. The story is piss poor, I think. Maybe not piss poor, but it's not great. Like, they could definitely do more of the story, 100%. It's Leon dodging lasers and all that shit. Take all that out.
See, I don't mind anything really about RE4, but
the island, take that out.
It feels completely separate from RE2's Leon.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel like the same Leon at all. It feels like a completely different universe Leon.
Yeah. It just feels odd.
But yeah, I mean, 3 remake I feel like is overhated. It definitely isn't the greatest. Like, it has so many problems. Definitely has its problems. but I feel like it's definitely overhated. I think people hate the game too much, or say like it's the worst game ever. I don't think it's the worst game ever.
Hey, what game?
3 remake. Like people talk about it like it's worse than Dead Aim, or worse than.
Yeah, I really like 3 remake. I get disappointed as soon as I get to the clock tower.
Yeah, when Nemesis.
Because it was removed, but the
Nemesis
design
fight
of the
is
Nemesis,
so bad.
that
It's so
design
shit.
change, that dog Nemesis.
Yeah.
I hated that. I wanted more of Nemesis pursuing you, like in that form.
The thing is, right?
Yeah.
This whole thing could have been avoided if they just did a DLC with 3 remake, playing as Carlos during the half a day that they skip, where he goes through the park, he goes through the clock tower, and then rescues Jill. Could have literally been solved with that. It would have made perfect sense. Literally, all you need is one DLC playing as Carlos just for that, and everything would have been solved. Like people's main problems with the game was the cut content, like the grave digger and all that. You could have included that all in the half a day that Carlos is gone. But for some reason, they just didn't want to support DLC with it. For some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah.
They just ditched the game there.
My problem with RE3 as well is because it looks so good and the potential is right there, but like, I just feel so down when I get to the clock tower.
Same.
Like, they had it right there in their hands, and they just, I don't know what.
I really hope the Resident Evil reboot movie use up the games properly this time. I know a lot of people aren't hyped for the movies, but for the, I feel kind of stupid doing it, but I'm actually hyped for the movies.
I'll say one thing.
I have hope with all the stuff
Right.
I've seen. It looks really good.
They're going over the mansion incident as well, but let's just put this out there. For all we know right now, they haven't a cast.
Yeah, that's
there
the
isn't
problem.
A Barry
innit?
Burton cast.
There's no Barry.
Burton is not there.
There's no Rebecca.
Why?
There's no Rebecca.
Why
They're covering.
is there no Barry?
They're covering the mansion incident and Raccoon City in one. Like
So I'm kind of worried.
It's me being hopeful. It's just me being like a Resident Evil geek and just hoping that they don't fuck it up. But if I'm being honest, they probably are gonna just. It's probably just gonna be a disaster. It'll be better than the ones that they've made, like the Alice ones, obviously. But
I think I like it more than the Alice and stuff. Movies,
I think
but,
they're gonna skip so much content. They're gonna skip so much.
I don't see how you can do RE1 and 2 in one game.
No,
Or
neither.
RE2, no, 1, 2, and 3 all in one game, right? One.
No,
movie.
it's just 1 and 2. I think they're trying to cover. You can't do one without Barry, man. You just
1 and
can't.
2, but
Rebecca.
I don't know. That's gonna be really hard, isn't it?
It's odd. It's a very odd decision to not do that.
They could do a movie based on the Mansion Incident alone. Make more money with sequels.
That's what I mean.
but-
That's why I'm not shitting on that too much yet, because we don't know anything about it, so I don't feel like it's fair to do that yet. But it isn't looking good with the cut content, or with what seems to be the cut content. But like you said, they could have a standalone thing to do with that. It just depends.
Yeah, as far as I know, or from what I've seen, I haven't seen a Barry cast. Who's playing Barry?
Barry is in the new movie. Wait, is this new? Who's playing Barry?
Because it would
I
be
checked
odd for
IM
them to leave him out.
Yeah,
but I
it'd be
haven't
very
seen him cast, which has me worried.
If Barry's cast, then I take it back completely. I haven't seen
of
it.
course. I'm just worried that I haven't seen a Barry yet. It would be a very odd choice.
David Harbour as Barry Burton, please. David Harbour would be such a good Barry. He looks, his build, everything about him, his attitude.
It would be a good Barry. I agree.
Hopper from Stranger Things.
What's going on?
They made 4, 5, and 6 to match the piss movies that almost destroyed Resident Evil franchise by changing everything about the story and games. Yeah, they saw the success of 4, made the movies, I believe, got them more action packed, and then the game started copying the movies. So it was like they just basically bounced off each other and it went to shit.
They saw more money in that direction.
In action, yeah. And then they went too over the top and realised that they screwed up with RE6.
RE6 was that was the one where they were like, oh shit.
No, but that's the thing with Capcom, right? Why I like them is it's proof that they don't care about money necessarily, because Resident Evil 6 sold very well. I think it's one of their best-selling games, but the reception was terrible. So if there's any positive takeaway from that, it's that Capcom aren't fully money-driven. Because if they were, then we wouldn't have got a reboot with 7, because 6 sold very well. I don't know how 6 sold very well. God knows how it did, but it did. Oh, I hate those. Damn, you must have put the controller down swiftly at this part then.
We've come to the most creepy part of the game. Probably one of the most creepy parts of any game out there.
everyone has their like fears in media, but I don't think there's actually anything that truly scares me. Like some people that are terrified of centipedes and dolls and stuff like that. In real life, it's a different story. I fucking hate spiders. I can't stand spiders. I don't care if it's small. I can't stand it. I don't care. But in actual media, I don't think there's anything that actually bothers me. I know a lot of people have problems with mannequins as well. There's things I find creepy, but I don't think there's anything that would make me not continue playing a game or continue watching a movie. You know what I mean?
6 sold well because more ones like you bought it on 3 different consoles and platinumed each one.
I mean, that's true. That is true. I did pre-order it back in the day, and I did platinum it. But listen, I'm a completionist. I got to do it. I'm a massive Resident Evil fan.
That's the only Resident Evil game I won't platinum.
Yeah, don't platinum it. If I could go back and like with knowing what it took to platinum it, I wouldn't do it. It is a grind and it's so boring. Oh, I don't know how I done that. I think I only managed to get through it because I was doing it with platinum it with Reese, so it wasn't that unbearable. I was playing it with someone at least. But yeah, back in the day, I remember I pre-ordered the Steelbook for that. I had the RE6 T-shirt with it, and yeah, I remember at the time I really enjoyed it as well, which is probably gonna anger you even more, Gowdy. Much to your disgust, the full cast of the new film hasn't been put on IMDb. They're trying to keep it under wraps. Ah, right, okay. I mean, that's yeah, I mean, that is possible. That is possible.
Who else is missing though? When I was
Rebecca.
looking through it, I did see
Rebecca's missing.
Rebecca and Barry.
Rebecca, Barry. Because that's the thing.
Enrico.
That's the thing. I do believe that, because why would they cast fucking Richard and Brad not cast Barry? That doesn't make sense. Like, they've got to be keeping it under wraps, right?
Maybe it's a big actor. It could be someone that's more well known.
David Harbour.
Maybe that's why. Could be. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I got worried when I didn't see his name. Yeah, we'll see. It's out soon, isn't it? Like, we ain't got long now. A few months.
September, innit? September.
Hey, did it get delayed?
Or September.
Was it December now? Is it December?
Oh, did it get delayed?
I think so. Is that December 2nd or something?
I honestly don't know. I didn't know that. I thought it was still September.
I could be wrong there, but I'll check.
What are you doing, Ethan? Stop it! Stop! Alright, mate, we know. The bandages are too tough to cut. Cool. I agree so much because everything's much scarier when you can't defend yourself.
Yes, the 3rd of December release date in the UK. It says.
What's wrong with 6? Lauren, play it. Lauren, actually play 6. Like, actually play 6. And you... you see. I'll play it with you. I'll play it with you.
It's released in the US on the 24th of November, but it's released here for us on the 3rd of December. So we're going to have to avoid those...
Why do they do that? Why do they do that?
I hate that. Why? But, yeah. So we're going to have to wait.
Dave, I don't suppose you remember this puzzle. I don't know why I always forget this puzzle.
It's Reese's gone to sleep, so he ain't going to tell us. Does anyone remember this puzzle?
I can't bother to do the ring thing and all that, so...
I know the last one's 11.
Yeah, it is 11. It's like 529. Yeah, I was right. 052911.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely not kidding when I say I rate Umbrella Corps and Operation Raccoon City more than 6. I fucking hate it so much. Not Umbrella Corps. Operation Raccoon City I genuinely like. It's like a guilty pleasure. I really like that game. I like the atmosphere. I think it nails the Raccoon City feel perfectly. Like, I understand why it's a shit game, but it's like Survivor. I have the same feelings about Survivor. I really enjoy certain aspects of it. The only good thing about RE6, on a serious note, is the character development for Chris. I think is really good, and characters like Piers are genuinely good. Other than that, I don't have a positive word to say about that game. Like, if I'm trying to find a positive, they are the only positives I'll be able to find. 0529, legends, thank you. But yeah, I agree so much because everything's somewhat scary when you can't defend yourself. Yeah, it is definitely scarier. I feel like this part was the perfect length. I know a lot of people said it should have been longer, it should have been shouldn't have been at all. But I feel like it's the perfect length. I feel like any longer when you're replaying it, because you've got to remember RE games are built for replays. I feel like first and foremost when they go into an RE game, they go into it with the mindset of how replayable is this game going to be. I feel like at least that's what it feels like for every RE game. So if this would have been any longer, I feel like it would have been like the Mia section of RE7 for me, where I just really disliked it. It's really boring. And when I replay the game, I usually stop at that part and then continue like another time. Survival wasn't actually that bad. Survival was genuinely good. Honestly, that game could do with a remake. It really could. The story in that game is not even bad. It's genuinely a good story.
It's good.
And since they've gone down a first-person route anyway, make it first-person if you want to. I'm dipping out for 10 minutes. Can't handle this shit. Any RE6 praise and Gaudi's like, fuck this. I'm gone. I'm dipping. Why do I get the idea that Gaudi truly does actually like something about RE6, and when he thinks about the stuff he actually does like, it angers him so much, and he has to force himself to slag the game off.
Maybe.
Is it this? I always get this. It's always the last two I get confused. Always. I always mix these two up.
I don't, because I always number 4 is always the gift, the wedding gift.
Yeah, see, I remember all the others apart from the gift. I always get the last two mixed up. I don't even want to see the Fetus Monster thing. It is fucking creepy, man. Oh god. Especially on Village of Shadows, I'm pretty sure it moves faster. At least it feels like it moves faster.
When it grabbed me that time, when I had to restart, I turned my brightness all the way up so I could see it in the distance. So at least I knew
creepy
it's coming from. I know it's cheating a bit and whatever, but it got the scare out of me, alright? It scared me shitless, so I was like, you got me, now I'm getting out of here.
A day after Ellie and Leon's birthday. Or they can wait. Their birthdays can wait to be celebrating RE first. Get to see Mia walk through the door over here as well. Ooh. Oi, why do I wish I was a modder? Why do I wish I was a modder? I would literally make Gaudi play that. That would be sick. You're just walking down mod. And it's a physical copy of RE6. That would be so sick.
Yeah, all Lycans
that would be so
Resident
sick.
Evil 6 merchandise.
I know, that is a solid idea. I'm going to pay a modder to do that. Fuck it. That is a sick idea. It's the manky potato, baby. This part is so PT inspired. I don't care what Capcom say. This was 100% PT inspired. If you look at the PT, was it a teaser? The little trailer they released, like after the demo and all that. It is so similar to this. It's so similar. The concept. I think you even see like the umbilical cord on the floor and stuff like that.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think how many games PT a demo inspired. Can you imagine if that
inspired a whole generation of games.
It would have been one of the biggest. Well, one of the biggest games ever. Now it's a demo.
I mean,
it would have been huge.
There's still loads of games that are still coming out, like with the clear influence of PT, and it was only a demo.
Yeah,
I love that. Bruh, Moment says, I wish more of the game was like this. Cheers for joining.
Yep, cheers for joining.
Cheers for joining, mate. I appreciate you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I know a lot of people hate this part of the game. Not because like it's scary, but hate it because it's not Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's quotation mark, not Resident Evil, but
I really like it.
I really like it. I think it fits. I think it's a cool moment for Capcom to be like, look what we. It almost feels like a mic drop moment. It's like, look what we can do. You say we can't do horror, look what we can do, and then you just dip. Come on in. Come on. I'm joking. I'm dipping.
There it is.
I'm dipping.
It's the baby. I will never forget playing that moment.
I
for the
shit
first
you
time.
not.
I think-
Just a quick story. I have to pause for this. I shit you not. I was in town the other day, and I heard a baby say "da da," and that no joke, no joke. I literally thought
of this
that I was hearing Resident Evil Village. Like it literally. I remember saying it to Lauren. I was like, "Did you just hear that?" Like that just reminded me of it. It startled me for a split second.
But you're hallucinating. You've been near Donna's flowers.
Yeah. Because the baby literally sounded like this one. Like it actually sounded like this baby. It wasn't like a 3-year-old or whatever. It's just creepy. It was creepy.
I castrated myself after this section.
Fucking hell.
You know what part really gets me as well? It's when you're waiting for the elevator. That's where the panic kicks in. And you
There
know
you go,
it's
Nonny.
behind
You don't have to look at it anymore. Right, can you fuck off now, mate? Jeez, I need to get past you. It's weird that all this is a hallucination, so when Ethan gets eaten, how did he actually die? That is a good question. That is a good question.
A lot of
Fuck
people,
knows.
I've seen that put up before.
Fuck
actually.
knows.
Yeah.
I will just chalk it up to like a heart attack or something. That's the only logical explanation
Yeah.
with that.
Or it's just a gameplay mechanic. That's. Like,
I mean, yeah,
meant
it
to
is
be-
just a gameplay mechanic, but when you
Yeah.
think of it logically, it is
logically
stupid.
as like a story. This was actually the house I was looking forward to most going into the game.
This part, this is the part where, because the first time I saw it, it didn't make me jump. I don't know why it didn't make me jump. It's because I think it's because I was expecting something basically. Whereas here, you don't know. Just sort of like, okay, they've got that jump out the way, so maybe it's not going to be that bad. And then this part, I was half up the stairs and I fucking bolted. I bolted back. I think I even paused the game for a few seconds because I was like on edge.
Yeah, this part of the game gave me the biggest jump scare I think I've ever had.
I remember you screaming at that. Is this
I did. I
Outlast
screamed.
3?
I can't even scream, but this game made me scream because I was waiting for it to come out of the darkness. Little did I know it was right there, so it grabbed me and I just man.
That must have been
Yeah.
terrifying.
That's when I turned my brightness all the way up so I could at least see it in the distance.
Look at the hands. Like, look, they're the hands of like a 40-year-old man. Ugh, it gives me the chills. I don't like it. I don't like it. How'd you turn around? What, is it just back? Oh shit, oh, never mind, it does do a 360.
Yeah, you can turn around.
Oh, bless it. It don't mean to be scary. It's just Death Stranding with the laughing emojis. Dave, just fucking stop trolling for 5 seconds.
Death Stranding sequel.
Oh my lord.
It's BB.
Death Stranding. Remember that game?
This is where my jump scare happened. It was right here. Somehow the baby got around the table. Around the right side of the table. And I was looking at this door. I was just waiting for it to come through, but it was right next to me.
Wait, how did it get through there? It must have come through the door that you see, and you know that.
When I got jump scared,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was so terrified that I was like all over the place. And I had my brightness set to a setting where like contrast and stuff, so it was darker than usual. And maybe it was that.
Look at the eyes on it. That is a fucking such a cool design though.
It is. And the hole doesn't end there.
I said this on RE Challenger a few days ago, but I played the section and the day after I went into the city centre and a child in the pram shouted, "Dada." Yeah, literally the same happened to me the other day. I remember reading that and then the exact same thing happened to me like 2 days after. I feel that completely. Fucking terrifying. It's scarred us. It's absolutely
It's one
scarred
of those.
us.
That's one of those gaming moments in history. Everyone's gonna remember the first time seeing that shit.
I can't let you. You're still alive.
Right. So what's everyone saying about this? Right. You know this part here. Is anyone classing this as a boss fight? Would you class this as a boss fight? Because I feel like you would class it as a boss fight because it's one of the 4 lords. So I feel like you sort of have to class it as a boss fight. But it is a bit of a shit boss fight. Like I like it, but in terms of a boss fight, it is shit. If you're classing it as a boss fight, it is a shit boss fight. It's the equivalent of like Seven's End boss fight.
I guess they didn't want to give you your guns back because it wouldn't fit. Maybe they wanted to go over part of the game.
I feel like you should have fought. You should have fought Donna though.
I would have liked for it to be a bit longer because I enjoyed it so much. I liked the atmosphere and stuff of this house.
Yeah, I really like this house.
Cool
I like the whole section. I think it fits perfectly.
I'd have liked for it to be longer, but yeah, I do enjoy it.
To be fair, this section was executed perfectly, even though I hate it. Yeah, it was executed really well for first playthrough.
It took so long for the elevator to open, and it got me when I played. Yeah, man, it's that elevator part that's when I had to pause the game. I think she spawns in the same place every time, right?
She can either spawn there behind this or there
Or by the
next to
bed.
that table,
Yeah,
and
there's
then
like
the third time.
set places.
Yeah, the third time she can either spawn
Down there,
there
or
yeah,
the room behind you.
Yeah, the elevator.
Yeah, the elevator. Yeah.
No, it's a hide and seek game, not really a fight. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Donna should have got a boss fight though. It could have been a really cool boss fight. Like, imagine you're just in a dark room, just top of my head,
Go on. You
fighting
go first.
fighting
What I did.
dolls. Like dolls are coming at you, and you have to. Basically, they didn't have to change much. Like I think we discussed this earlier. This part, but pitch black. You have your gun on you, so you can shoot the dolls away. But it's literally pitch black, and you have to find. And then you have to find a doll, and maybe you have to even keep the stabbing part. Just something that makes this part a bit more, a bit less scripted. I think would be.
I need to get out of this place.
More satisfying for an end for Donna.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be pretty cool to have people from Ethan's past appear in certain boss fights. I imagine you just see stuff from the Baker incident in this house because it's hallucination based, right?
Yeah, that's another thing.
That'd be pretty cool to see like Jack or something just appear.
Yeah.
Although you could say that's kind of fan service or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, it was a terrifying, messed up incident that happened in 2017, so it still would make sense, I think.
Hmm.
It'd be really cool though to see other characters that Ethan's passed or faced.
Yeah, like, imagine you walk into one room and it's like the main hall of the Baker house.
Yeah, that hallucination would be sick, actually.
Yeah, like that could have really worked because that was a traumatic experience. Like
because actually that's something that traumatized him anyway.
Yeah,
so it kind of would.
And you'd also the player would obviously be like, oh look, RE7. It feels so weird to be back here in the RE engine, in the in RE8's like sort of engine.
Yeah,
that would have been cool. I would have liked that. I would have really liked that. But I suppose it just plays on the picture he sent in it. You know, the picture you put for the letterbox.
The family and
Yeah. That would be cool indeed. Yeah, I think that would have been a really good idea. It would have helped to drag this section out just a bit more as well, because I feel like a lot of people say it was short. And it is a short section, and I think it works well. But if you were going to add any more to it, that would have been a good way to do it.
Say it's not, or it's a bit shorter than House OO, isn't it?
Yeah, I would have taken some time off the factory and added it to this section instead. Yeah.
I wouldn't have
this part, because this compared to the other 4 lords, this part is so much shorter compared to the Maru part and to just every other part. It's so much shorter.
You can't really take your time with it because there's nothing to pick up and stuff. Like it's it's straightforward. It's like a kind of a walking simulator.
Like I find when I'm doing like second playthroughs or third playthroughs, I tend to run through that part because I know there's nothing there. You know what I mean? Whereas the other sections, I'm always like looking around still, Heisenberg's factory, Castle Dimitrescu and all that. Oh shit, why have I done that? Oh no, I need the shotgun. Never mind. Oh shit. Grab the ball and run. Oh come on, 2
Right,
hits in
Gaudi,
one.
cheers for being there, mate. You have a good sleep.
Cheers for joining, Gaudi. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate that a bunch. Hope to see you next stream. We won't be on for too much longer anyway, and we'll just continue tomorrow.
I don't think
'cause-
this was never going to be a stream going through the night anyway. It was going to be a
yeah. Just
a
because I wanted to
lengthy
do more
one.
of a chill playthrough with like the cutscenes playing and stuff like that.
going through everything.
A good way to give our review as well without doing a. I think we still will do a video on our thoughts and stuff like that. But this is a good. The idea of these streams was to get like a sort of an in-depth.
Just play it because we instead of doing like a recorded playthrough of the game, might as well just do it if there's a chat there and stuff and have a good time along the way, I suppose.
Because then we can get our thoughts out at each section that we play, like an in-depth playthrough.
And it saves
basically.
as a video on the channel, so people can just watch it back if they want to.
Yeah. But we was our plan for because I know every other Resident Evil YouTuber was doing like live streams and all that. The issue with that with us is
We're not together.
Yeah, we're not in the same house for a start.
Yeah, and
because there's two of us.
One
obviously.
of us would be missing out on playing the game.
Yeah, that's something we didn't want to do.
But like, I don't know if we was together in the same
in the same room, I feel like it would be
maybe,
fine
I
because you
don't
could take
know,
turns.
It could work. Yeah, you can. You can like choose
But
what parts
yeah,
to do and whatever.
you can't do that online. Like you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't take turns. Move! What are you doing? Move! Our original plan was to basically just play the game with recording and just like have it cut up and then put it into a video, but on the day I tried setting it up and it just didn't work. So we left it.
Oh yeah, we was gonna record it regardless. Didn't work out.
I'm knackered too, but I want to watch until finished because these convos are interesting. I appreciate that. Nonny.
This one of those things we'll probably, if we was to watch it back, we'd be like, what? We was chatting so much shit.
I have
but
you. Find some quality ingredients and bring them to me.
It's a chill little chat and stuff.
Don't let up. I can hardly wait. Just excuse me a
We
moment.
won't be on much longer anyway. Might even save here
I
actually.
know. I would love to be able to see the Duke cook.
Yeah.
Cut scene of him doing the cooking.
Finished. I'd love for you.
You hear Ethan enjoying it though.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan's scoffing that. He's
not a bad dish.
He ain't wasting any time. Just real
fish.
quick, I can sell this now. Let me just sell the stuff before I save it. Combinable. Why have I forgot what goes in that ring? What goes in that ring?
You didn't go back down into the dungeons at Castle.
Oh right,
to
yeah.
get
It's the
ball.
Yeah.
Where's the blue eye that inserts in the ring?
I got my hopes up a bit too high that when it cut to black after Chris said he owed you an explanation, he'd go back to the bakehouse. Yeah, I always hoped we'd see like the bakehouse in some way, like a fan service sort of thing, like David said. But I always hoped, but they never did.
Miss Angie. Just adorable. Porcelain dolls are very popular, you know.
Right, let's sell this pistol. Upgrade this one. Sell the shotgun too.
Used to be alive.
Why's my mind gone blank?
Oh, you're
There we go.
selling that one, yeah.
Surprised you'd part
And then I can
with this
upgrade
so
these lot.
early.
Right, since it's the most powerful gun I've got at the minute, I'll upgrade that. The power
Yeah,
on
that sniper gets
reload speed
ridiculous.
as well.
Leave this to me.
Wait, I can do a lot of it. I've got a lot of money.
Moment, please.
I've barely been doing any upgrades. It's because I knew I was getting these guns, so I didn't really want to waste on the other guns because I knew I'd sell them.
One moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, let's do that. There we go. Maxed out for
Wow. You maxed out all your guns already. Well, as much as you can.
Might as well buy more of this. Might as well buy. What am I low on?
Good day then.
$27, $30. Right, I need pistol ammo. I need pistol ammo right now. And fuck it, rifle ammo. There we go. Sorted.
Till next we meet.
So next we meet. That's
Solid.
2 houses down, and I guess we'll do the. Yeah, we could finish the game tomorrow. Actually.
2 houses down. Then we got 2 houses tomorrow. Yeah, we'll finish
and
this up
Miranda,
tomorrow.
the stronghold and stuff.
Yep.
But we can probably stream earlier because you had to set some stuff up.
Yeah, I did have to set
Stream,
loads of things up. So I know most people in this from that UK area, Europe. So it's late. It's 1:45. I'm not sure what time it is for UJ in Florida. It's like 5 hours behind in it, I think. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Maybe I'm gonna guess like 10 o'clock. Is it like 10 o'clock for you? 10 p.m. Around that?
9, 10. I don't know.
Knife only Village Shadows run win. I'm genuinely gonna try it. I'm actually gonna try it. I'm doing hardcore handgun only at the minute in my own time, and then I'm doing handgun Village Shadows. Then I'm gonna do the knife only stuff. 8:46 p.m. Damn, it's early for you. Well,
Wow.
in comparison to us, it's early. I see 8:46 as early. A lot of people see that's bedtime, whatever. But bedtime for me is at 2 a.m. Next stream is going to be better than Brexit.
I mean, I read that and I was like, "What's he?" And then I saw Brexit. I was like,
But yeah, we'll end that here. This is we usually stream.
fun.
For those who don't know, if you do have Twitch, we did do streams on Twitch, but we just wanted to switch over to YouTube just to see how it do in comparison. Like, would more viewers join in?
we did get more actually.
Yeah, we did get more on YouTube, so I think we will. So if you do have Twitch, we may go back to that at some point. The Twitch link is in our description, so just click that. Go down below, and it's not in the description. It's on the channel. The little links at the top. Go and follow us over there because we probably will stream on Twitch again. It just depends. If
we'll
it's
see what
better
was
on
better.
if it's better on YouTube, then
Yeah.
we'll,
At the moment, YouTube it's done better than the Twitch streams we
YouTube.
did.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess
Subscribe.
it's just easier. I think some people have to create Twitch accounts, so maybe they can't be asked.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I get that because I didn't use Twitch before either, and I couldn't bother to ever create an account.
Yeah,
Subscribed,
yeah.
notifications on. Great streamer content. Will definitely see me in the next ones. Glad I found you guys from just searching REA on YouTube.
wow.
I appreciate that a lot, Nolly. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. I know you joined the Discord as well, so you're an absolute legend. Appreciate that a lot. I'm glad we've got people like you on the channel, mate. That's what we wanted. Jay says thank you
Absolutely.
both, much appreciated. Appreciate you being here, mate, talking about Resident Evil. That's all we wanted to do. That's why we created this channel, literally just to stream and talk about Resident Evil, just ramble on like fucking
Yeah.
nerds. That's
Hopefully
our
we can continue to grow and stuff. We've got videos we're going to be doing as well.
yeah.
Uploading at some point.
The reason
theories
our
and all that.
the reason our content is so all over the place is because this is just a side thing we do. The main thing we do is reaction channels, obviously, but I have 10 times more fun doing this. So I hope we can make this into more of a like a prominent thing, I guess, a permanent thing that we do, and we can focus more of our time on it because, like I said, it's not our main thing at the minute.
It's just nice to chill out, play
Yep, let's
Resident
chill
Evil
out
and
and have a
talk
chat.
about it. Do you know what I mean? So
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. It probably will be earlier, maybe around like 8:30 p.m. UK time, BST, I guess. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But thank you all for joining. I love you all. You're all legends, and I hope to see
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.